Hello, everyone. Before we start today's amazing episode of the Have a Word podcast, we need to tell you about our Patreon, patreon.com/haveawordpod. It's one of the biggest Patreons in the world. It's the biggest in the UK for good reason. Isn't it, Finn?
Yeah, you get an extra episode every week of this. You get all the specials. How many specials is it now?
There's about 743.
And they're all unbelievable TV level stuff.
Lock-ins, we've been to Nashville, we've been to India, we've done so much. If you enjoy the vibe of the Have a Word podcast, become a lid, join the lid army, patreon.com/haveawordpod. Also, Adam is one of the best comedians in the country. Go and see him live. I'm a good comedian. I couldn't say that.
You're one of the best in the country. Don't put yourself down.
Man. Go and find my tickets as well. We do loads of live stuff, and we've got a huge announcement coming soon. Tweak a nipple. Get excited. Sign up to the Patreon. Enjoy the episode. Finn was great in it.
Always.
Wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game from the heart of Liverpool with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped, the very best products on the market for below the waist grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
Ow!
Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like summer. You look fresh.
Thank you. Yeah,
I feel
stripy kecks on. Boy in the striped pants.
Nice, I like these. New
Be careful.
Now, how are you finding life in the Birkenstock? Because when on, it wasn't Dan Day, it was your day where you got to dress me like a paedophile, more like a paedophile, laugh, laugh. You put me in Birkenstocks, truly uncomfortable. Really, like, they've made it difficult on purpose. Like a mold in the foot that's like up in your arch. And I know that's meant to like smooth out. But it didn't
I think
feel
you've just got gammy feet, you know.
Have you got flat feet then?
I've got wide ass feet.
Have you got flat feet?
Yeah.
You got sensitive feet?
No. Fucking hard, mate.
Well,
wide boys, mate. Like my shoulders.
I've got wide feet because I've got like a 60-degree angle in mine.
Yeah, you penguin foot.
Yeah, so mine are very wide, which is why the Birkenstocks are good, because they're...
All right, okay. I just thought it felt uncomfortable in my arch. But
The only problem I had with these is that they were slipping off my feet, but then I realised you can tighten them. And since I've tightened them and made them fit...
You need to get the Go Faster strap on the back. Like
No, these are now sound.
Oh, I like mine. I've got a strap on the back that keeps them on.
my ex had a little white pair of Birkenstock with a little feet, and
Hey.
I liked them. No, another one. That look.
You know, it sounds like you're describing a child.
What? My ex? Yeah. What do you
Got a
mean?
little white pair with their little feet.
Well, she didn't. She was
she
a
used to be-
petite woman. She
she
didn't have
used to be-
size UK 13s. Sorry for not dating fucking antelopes. What?
Well, she was a child.
I meant
Go on.
a moose. That's what I meant. I think the double shot of espresso that we had about 8 minutes before we started recording.
Yeah,
is
I'm
gonna
fucking
have,
firing on all cylinders here, mate.
yeah, he's gonna have.
Are you feeling it? So we made Carl have a double espresso just to see what happens.
everyone?
I will do a poo in the near future.
Wow.
Did I tell you I did
Oh
it?
God, you live on the edge, Carl.
Well, I did it before me last ever English exam in uni. I was like, it's the biggest one I've ever done. I was like, right, I need to have coffee. Don't know why. Did a double shot of espresso, and then an hour into the exam, do you know when you're writing and your arm hurts? I was like, whoa, my arm feels like they're fast. What's going on? And I was like, oh shit, I feel mad. I was like, oh, I feel fucking
So caffeine
wired.
affects you so much that it becomes the claw from
He
Liar
doesn't
Liar.
have it. doesn't have
I just
caffeine,
felt
really.
like fucking on. I was like,
Oh my God, you're a blank slate.
yeah,
Aren't you?
The most caffeine he has is a Diet Coke, innit? Genuinely.
yeah.
You don't have
not-
energy drinks. You don't drink full fat Coke. You don't drink tea. And you don't drink coffee.
How good is that?
After the game of footy, Lucas, I think so.
Every intoxicant you'd feel the most from.
I don't like to alter my state.
Jealous.
It's such a weird control thing, and it's not good, is it?
Yeah, we know, but just in
What's
terms
not
of
good?
like, if you get into it,
Maybe it is good.
It is good. You've
But it's
got
also
more control.
really patronising when people do that. Oh, lad, going to parties. Lad, I wish I wasn't on the limo, mate. All the lads having fun, and I'm stood there. Lad, I wish I was like you. And then they all go to the bog and have a scream and come back again.
I think you want to try limo, don't you? There's part of you that like
Of
wants
course
to...
I do. I want to try it all. I don't not want to try it.
would you try heroin?
You have a... Why don't you have a big bag of shite then?
Oh, hang on. Don't start with a big bag of shite. If a double espresso has got you nervous, if some coffee before an English exam made you lose control of your right hand, I'd say a line of shite rather than a big bag of shite.
Do you want to do ones? I want a night out. Like 3 or 4 times a year. I want to
Yeah,
get,
a bongos.
Like I thought Newcastle was going to be that, and I was dead excited. And then when you got off, I was like, it's not going to be that. And then it wasn't that.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Not get me carpet fitted.
Let's go and put it in the fucking wall.
Is that euphemism?
I want to go out.
What's going on?
I'm in Liverpool all week.
I want to.
Are you just... What?
I want to go on a night. I want to get drunk.
Have a bag of shite. Carl, don't get into coke when I'm not allowed to. That would be so sad. Listen, when we were out in London, some of the boys were having it, and then they were like, "Oh, I feel bad, like ordering some in front of you." I was like, "This is your time, sound, go for it."
Imagine if me and Carl just on the big
is my
chisel
little-
monsters.
Oh no!
Is it that good? Is it that good?
It's not. I've done it. It's not.
No, but if you suit it.
If you could go,
Like, so I don't like weed. I don't think weed suits me. Whatever. However my brain works, it does not suit me. When people are like, oh my God, it makes me feel so chilled and I love it. I'm like, it makes me feel really, I got full of self-doubt and like, just, I feel horrible.
if
like,
you could go back, when
sketchy.
did you start on the chiz? How old were you? Early 20s?
Late 20s probably.
Late 20s?
Yeah, because it was too expensive.
Would you go, if you could go back, would you not do it?
How?
Gotta say no regrets, brother.
Yeah, but
You've got no idea.
I don't know if I'm going to drop dead at 48. You know what I mean? So maybe, yeah.
Yeah, but you could argue that like without being chiseled off your head, you would never have met Laura, and then you wouldn't have kids.
Yeah.
So, what?
Butterfly effect, innit?
Yeah, it's different
Right.
routes, isn't it?
So I was already doing stand-up, and I met Laura. Laura saw me at the Nottingham Glee.
Yeah.
Where does cocaine come into that?
Well, maybe you did cocaine one time with someone who has a hand in booking the Glee or something,
Yeah,
and they booked you more often because of
You're
it.
absolutely right.
Or
I'm
maybe-
always doing gack with Off the Curb, the London agents who I've never met any of them.
But you know what I mean? Like
were
something
you dead
leads to
skinny?
something leads to something leads to something.
Yeah. Maybe
you dead skinny?
Yeah, Laura wasn't into chubby fellas.
I had a bit of meat on. Right. Maybe I probably would.
You would go back and not do it, or you continue to do it?
I don't know. It's
difficult question.
difficult.
Prefer pills or chiz?
It's just less of a commitment, isn't it?
No regrets, bro.
No, I'd go back and do it. I want to do it now.
I think
that's the problem. I'd like to do something right now. Honestly, if you come back with Pret and gone, listen, they had espresso, but they also had a big bag of shite, I'd be like, right, let's fucking. Woo!
I think I'd go back and do it.
Oh, get it out your system early doors.
Yeah. It's like when virgins get to like 30 and it's like, oh, lad, your first shag's going to be so poo. Because it's weighing on them and they're like, it's like pressure and like.
I felt like that at like 12. Just gotta get it done now, you know what I mean?
First shag.
Get it out the way, yeah.
12.
Everyone else was shagging my ass.
12.
12?
You lost your virginity at 12.
No, I felt the pressure at 12.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You need to get that. I'm on the shelf.
Like, I'd like to do it.
13's when I lost my virginity. My uncle got me a brass for my birthday.
Ooh, okay, good. That uncle happened way too quickly after virginity at 13 then. We thought that was going to go. What happened?
I'd do it when everyone else did it for the first
Are we
time.
just ignoring the 13-year-old brass? Are you just moving past the paedophile prostitute?
He was sexually assaulted in heebie-jeebies, Dan, wasn't he?
Hey, and I take that very seriously. If anyone mentions SA or South Africa, I take them very seriously.
Steve
on this
Austin?
program. And Steve Austin, who everyone knows as SA. What? What were we saying? I've got 4 conversations going on.
reckon
The
I'd go
prostitute
back
wasn't a paedophile, by the way. My uncle also got me a fake ID that said I was 32. She looked at that and was like, go ahead, get your knob out.
It's good that you had the moustache. Isn't it?
Go ahead, get your knob out.
She was IDing. Oh, she was a busy girl, wasn't she? She had bouncers on. Gonna need to see some ID, love.
But yeah, I'd do it when everyone else did it, so it wasn't a thing. Because now if I do it, you're all going to be like coffee and you've recorded it.
Yeah, but like, so what?
Yeah, don't do it.
No, because
Carl.
I don't want to do
Carl
it and it be
day
a
2.
thing
Carl on the
Just do it
shite.
on the quiet. Just don't tell anyone.
on my own.
Oh, yeah, that always works out really well, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll give you that. my therapist's number. I mean, yeah. No, I probably would still do it.
Because there's been like you've had a word.
You're never going to do it, and that's fine. And also, those dickheads as well. Like, wish I was like you. They could be like you. They could just
really
not do
annoying.
it.
It's really annoying. Just like, you know. It was only when I'm talking like going at my 20s and all the lads were like, oh, lad, I wish I wasn't on it. And then they all go to
That's why I think it's shite, because I never look at you when I'm bladdered and think, oh, I wish I was sober like him. I'm made up.
No, I think
When
what they
I
mean.
gin 10 Guinness and you're still on your second fucking Lucasade with a bit of fucking rum in or whatever it is you drink these days.
Oh, rum and Lucas.
I think what they mean is they wish they didn't rely on it.
Yeah. I love a pint. Class. I don't envy you.
No, that's not the same thing though, is it?
That's
They're
what
like,
I'm
we're
saying.
on a night out.
That's what I'm saying.
We're reliant on
That's
this
why
thing
I
that we
think
hate.
Coke's shite and pints are
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
Because I don't look at... When I'm squatted, I don't look at someone sober and be like, he looks like he's having a boss time.
Yeah,
I'm having a boss time.
No one who does everyone knows that the pints are class. Like you are in such a better lane if you can go. I'm just going to stick to the pints. It's once you make the connection to I'm having pints. I need some of that. Oh, once you've made that connection, it's so hard to break.
And
that.
we're probably treading on fucking well-trodden have-a-work ground here. I've just never understood it. Like, every time I've done it, I reckon I've done it 5 times ever.
Flex.
And every time I've
Like
done it,
Escobar.
the next day I'm like, what was... All that did was, like, delete the last 8 pints I had. It cost me whatever the drug cost and then the 24 quid for the pints.
I'd love to see your self-confidence on it.
I don't think he goes that
Oh,
way.
I reckon he'd trip
Goes the other way.
over and come back to the bottom.
Oh, ego death.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't happen. I just stayed the same, I think.
Yeah, tried to invade Cuba. Adam, you can't swim to Cuba. Fuck off! I'm on this shite.
I just think I stayed the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lads I went out with in my 20s, like, if they had a bevy, it was the next step was when are we getting something.
Yeah. And then you become mates with the guys that do that, and your real mates are like, "Oh, I'm not that."
No, they
arse." And
are
you're
the
like,
real
"Oh,
mates."
yeah." No, but that's what happens in these circles.
Yeah.
You start going, fucking Dave's more fun because he's having the, and that's a sad thing as well when your real mates who you've known for ages aren't into it, and you start like leaning towards the
But it wastes an
smackheads.
hour. Like, oh, then the next hour is how they're getting it, where they're getting it. Like, can we just fucking, and then it's going the bog every fucking 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's exciting. I used to need a poo when it was when it was on the way, just through his sort of like excitement.
Muscle memory.
You're like, "Oh, it's coming!" Fuck me.
Like a dog who can smell his dinner on the side, wiggling your ass. Hey, chicken that in it.
Also, banging on it's great. Oh, gosh, I've got to stop talking like this.
Can I tell you how much I nailed yesterday? Just tell you this.
What did you do? Hang on, let's have a look.
Listen to this for the day. Right.
Did you
listen to this?
Did
What?
you do any housework? Or?
Sort of.
Don't goad him into the house, chap.
Right. So my bird was in the hospital in the morning. So I took her to the hospital.
Sinner, she looks great.
Just getting her fucking back checked.
Oh, yeah.
Making
Because
sure
you've blown it out.
Right. She just had a little a checkup appointment. You know, women love hospitals, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
More than men.
What?
Women love a hospital, mate. There's no Liverpool men's hospital. There's a women's one because they love it so much that I just send them there.
They're making the Royal too busy. Let's give them the
But
row.
that is what it is, isn't it?
Where's the fucking men's hospital?
Men's
When's
International
Father's Day?
Men's Hospital.
Fucking Father's Day.
June 15th.
But women love going to the hospital and the doctors. Like, they do, though, don't they?
No.
When was the last time you knew a man who was going to the hospital for a checkup?
You?
No, but I don't do I. I go when I have a panic attack and I need to be calmed down. But I don't just like go.
Men love panic attacks.
But we have panic attacks because we refuse to get checked. They go, oh, I've broken a nail, better go to the hospital, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, she had to go to the hospital, and so we went there. That was early, and then get on this for a day. Took all my washing to the laundry fella in Vizach.
Need to go
Yeah.
to my one. Better, closer.
Maybe, but
Faster.
I've got my guy now. You know what I mean? And he texts me when he's on the way.
Yeah. Once you fall in love with a laundrette,
Like,
it's forever.
also, it's an excuse to go and see my dad when I go down that way.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
So I went to
so
see
you-
my dad.
Oh, my God.
Give him 400 bifters. Yeah, Mick.
Pounds?
Siggies.
Oh.
400 bifters. Bash.
Where are they from?
Shop.
What?
Juicy free.
Oh.
I got them. Where have we been recently?
Oh, that was ages ago. I bought them.
Italy. Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was time before.
No, Italy. So I got 400 bifters. Yeah, Mich. Bosh. Don't need to go to the fucking shop for bifters anytime soon. Bosh. 400 bifters. Wow. Right? Had a little chat with him. Outside his house. He wouldn't let us go in because it's a bit of a tip, apparently. So, but anyway.
Here's your bifters.
He said it'll be sorted next week. So he said we can go next week.
I believe him as well.
Well, I was with my missus and he gets like sort of house shame. His house is fine. But like if it's not perfect, he's like, you can't be bringing your fucking bird in here. She'll think I'm a scruff. It'll be sorted next week. And that sentence has been on repeat for just over a decade now.
She'll think I'm a scruff. Give me 400 fags on the front lawn. Ta-da.
So, did that. Now, I hadn't slept very well. Yeah? So it's now about 12:30. Yeah? Go home and just said to me, Mrs. I was like, hey, let's just have a little nap. I had an hour's nap.
Oh, in the sun as well.
Can I ask you a question? Personal question. Jizz in a nap or?
So listen.
What?
An hour's nap. Woke up at 1:30.
Yeah.
Was due to be going to the new house for some stuff at 2:00. Woke up at 1:30 and she was like, hey, should we get up now and we'll walk around? And I went, I could really do with coming. And she went, okay, shut the blinds.
Mama like
Nah.
that.
What? Shut the blinds and what? Wank.
Then she fucked me.
Oh, right. Okay. Shut the blinds. The neighbours are watching.
Well, yeah, we've got a communal car park, haven't we?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So, and people don't like it.
Like a drive-in cinema when they're bugging.
So, nap, jizz, it's not even 2:00 yet.
Wow. This is such a day.
Not even 2:00. I've done the good boyfriend thing of going to the hospital while my bird gets her hair checked.
Yeah.
I've took me washing. I've been and seen my dad, dropped him off 400
And all
bifters.
those three things got you pretty horny.
Had a nap, done a cum, right? Went round to the new house, measured the stairs, took a fucking painter decorator bricklayer fella. He was
Wow,
like,
he's got
he
lots of
had
jobs
a
in.
tape measure and everything. He was like, bash, bash. He priced all that up. He's sending me a quote today. Then, because like I got the official email that everything is definitely going through and I definitely get me keys on the date and it's all agreed and it's contracted and, you know, I get like fucking 40% off or whatever if they fuck it now. Like it's boxed.
Bosh.
And then listen, we left the house and we were meant to be going shopping and to like tidy the flat. My missus went, should we go for a pint?
Whoa.
How was it?
Went and had 3 pints.
What time's this? 3
What a
o'clock?
woman.
After.
After.
3 pints.
Come in
Yeah.
a pint.
Wow.
Beer garden.
What?
Beer garden.
On a well-known lane.
Heighton Lane.
Heighton Lane.
Penny, yeah.
In the sun. Bash. Beautiful. Then we were like, right, let's go and sort some stuff out. Went back, did about an hour and a half more like packing and sorting the hallway out because my sideboard's getting delivered Friday. I need a bit of space for that.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
My teak sideboard. And then she was like, should we go out for dinner? And I was like, let's go out for dinner. And then she was like, what are we going to... And we couldn't decide what we were going out for. And then I went, should we just stay in?
Whoa.
Right?
Oh.
And she went, I'll stay in if you get an Indian. Right?
Who?
Now, I'm not a big Indian man, me.
You're not. You're a small Englishman.
Right?
A meal.
But I went for it. Got the Indian. It was delicious. It was really lovely. And then we were about to put a film on. But I said, fuck it. Let's go to B&Q and get some paint samples.
I went to B&Q yesterday.
No, that's never the alternative for that. Should we just watch a film together? No, B&Q paint samples.
Nah, I
girl.
love going to like shops like that, me.
What?
Class. I
don't
bought the
know
little
why.
pots.
Ah.
Seen the little ones? I'm going to...
Swatch. Little swatch.
That's going on the wall. Day one. Make sure it looks good in the light of the house. Right? So, got some paint samples. Then where did we go?
You can't have gone many other places.
Came back. Started looking online for some furniture. She got a bath. I got a shower. Then we were like, should we watch the telly? We were like, no. Midnight trip to Tesco and Asda. Went to midnight trip to Tesco and Asda. Then came back and then got some severe stomachache because
Spanish.
the Indian had fucked me a bit.
Right.
And it really bad. But then I was struggling to get to sleep. I had 2 codeine tablets, fast asleep, and woke up 2 minutes before my alarm this morning.
What a day.
Wow. I love a late shop. Like a Tesco or Asda.
Midnight for...
Yeah. 2 a.m. is even better.
There's not many 24-hour Asdas anymore, though.
No, the Walton one is.
And they all shut the home section for some reason.
I feel
No,
like,
we don't want to sell that right now.
feel
Why?
like they don't want you there. That's the only thing.
Oh, they don't.
You get no customer service. They're just like filling
I
shelves.
don't want customer
Nothing
service.
fresh.
I hate customer service, you know.
I know, but
When you go into a shop and like, can I help you? I know what I'm doing. It's
have
a
to move
fucking
a
shop,
massive
love. Fuck
crate
off.
of shit to get to the thing you want.
Nah, just move it.
Nah,
You have to place it yourself. Move it. Fucking lash it into the aisle. Not
Play
your
hide
problem.
and
Is it?
seek.
I repaired the Hoover yesterday. That felt good.
Huh?
What by repair? How in?
Well, there was a sock in the in like the bendy bit though. What would you do there?
Buy a new Hoover.
I know what you do. If I asked it.
take it off and try and ram my big fingers in it.
No, the Hoover thing is but that big, and it's halfway down.
A pole.
No, it was jammed.
Delish, man.
Like it's jammed. Not gonna push it, and it was halfway. So
A
push it.
fork. Pull it out.
So what I did was went to B&Q, bought a big rod. Yeah,
You just got a fork, shouldn't you?
got a big. No, how big is your forks?
He's got big forks.
Oh, sorry, I've had one of your big forks. Bought a screw, taped it to the end, and then screwed the screw into the sock. Pulled it out. Bash.
Screwed the screw into the sock.
Yeah, because it goes in, grips.
Why were you hoovering your socks in the first place?
The cleaner did it. We all. You don't have to ask me that. Yeah, we all know why. Yeah, we all know why. Then she put the Hoover in the bin.
I went to the dentist for the first time in 6 years.
Jesus, what a Tuesday everyone's having. I went to Shrewsbury. No shit.
That was not fun because I need to have 3 teeth removed. My wisdom teeth.
What?
My
that's
wisdom
fine.
teeth have grown at a right angle either side of my mouth, which is good. So it's a hospital removal, not a dentist
It's
removal.
better though.
Oh, if
They
only
put you
you're a
kit.
woman.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to try that.
Oh, it's
A lot of people don't wake up though.
1 in 1,000.
You go, nothing to worry about then.
Okay. Yeah, so that was good. 3 teeth removed.
What's the other one?
The one next to the wisdom tooth because it's pushing it.
It's damaged it
Been
by pushing it.
Yeah.
So you went in. Is this NHS?
No, I've had to go private.
Because if you don't
NHS
go,
is
they're like,
gone.
fuck you.
Yeah.
There is no NHS dentistry, is there? It just doesn't really exist, does it?
Yeah, it's just subsidised, isn't it?
Well, the
Yeah,
hospital one I used to go to was NHS. Like my dentist would send me there because they didn't like. I was scared of the dentist, so they put me a kip.
Like it's not. If you're working and
fucked by a
everything,
dentist
if
when I was
you're working and you're earning a full
I
thing,
did.
really?
Remember this? I said this before. Do you remember the show From Hell? And it was like builders from hell. Remember?
Dentist from hell.
My dentist was on Dentist from Hell. He was in ROWE.
What did he do?
He
You wore a Halloween costume.
came in and like, whoa. And I went, oh, God. He didn't put enough anaesthetic in me, whatever, to take a tooth out. And do you know that when he put it to take it, they like grip it, don't they, with like a whatever. And then they essentially pull it, don't they? He gripped it and smashed the tooth in my mouth. So my mouth was bleeding. I could feel it. There was tooth in my mouth.
Oh, God.
I was awake. And he put his leg on the thing and was pulling like that. And sit like for about...
That's why you've had the phobia of dentists.
Yes.
Oh, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, for like 20 years after. I was only like 10.
By the way, when it comes to painkiller in your face, always go the over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Innit? So what? You can't feel your face for 2 days. I'll live with it.
Oh, it was all
I kind
the
of like
things
that, you know. You know, when you go to the dentist and they give you the thing, and afterwards you're like, I want to manage him. I kind of like it.
I like doing
It's a
Sliced
little
Alone
holiday from your own
impressions,
voice, isn't it?
I feel like Sliced Alone.
What?
I feel like...
Yeah. But it's like nice to know what you could sound like.
If you get the wrong nerve, your whole face gets palsy in it and just drops.
Yeah.
I got a mate who was a dentist,
Minted.
and he did that to a woman, and she was like, "My face doesn't feel not," and it's like it's sloping off your face,
At work.
and then she didn't just didn't just bang her out. And then she came back and he did it again. Oh, and she was dead nice about it, but apparently that's a nightmare.
I'm okay.
I'm not doing
Both
anything.
sides.
I'm making them a night.
So yeah, I did get fucked. by
Always
a dentist.
go like I just don't mind being completely numb for it. Like when you considering what you're getting done, I don't want to feel a fucking.
Well, imagine
thing.
swallowing teeth and blood at the same time.
Yeah.
And then for 20 years after that, I had an actual phobia of
Yeah,
a dentist.
fair enough.
So is this you? Have you learned your lesson? Are you going to go back regularly, or are you just going to keep it every 6 years?
Well, that's not my fault the wisdom teeth have grown like that.
It's probably your fault that it's at this stage, though.
But that's cause I went when I was 6 years ago, 20. So it was NHS at that point, and then they just didn't call me for a checkup.
COVID happened, didn't it?
It was COVID, yeah. But then I started having pain like last month, so I had to go.
Right.
It's not fun.
Such a child response. They didn't call me. Also, I ignore calls.
You do feel good after it, though.
Yeah, it made up for it later on. I got approved for my cannabis prescription. So,
For your wisdom teeth.
yeah.
Wait,
So
By the way,
So-
on
I
a
got a license to blaze now.
What's the prescription for?
Huh?
What's, because obviously this is a serious prescription.
Yeah.
What do you need it for?
Real bad depression.
real bad depression.
real bad depression.
You need a wee.
37 baby dealers.
Real
I'm
bad.
sure we'll touch on this later with our wonderful guest, the executive orders thing. But this is just, I've had this in my head for a while. And you just sort of brought it up for me, okay? Because the appointment my missus had yesterday at the hospital, she's been trying to get it for a while. You know what I mean? And she rang up last week and finally, after weeks of trying to get through to the right person, gets through to the right person. And they're like, oh, yeah, you've got an appointment on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. And she was like, well, why has no one told me about it? And they went, oh, we sent you a letter. But they'd sent it to her address, but they'd accidentally posted it to the next door. So next door had got a letter, which I know is the postman's fault. Right. But executive order, letters are no longer a verified method of communication. There's so much quicker, easier, better. Why are we printing stuff and putting it in a box and giving it to some cunt in a red van to drive it to another city to then post it through a letterbox and maybe get the wrong letterbox? Email everyone. You've got everyone's email. You've got everyone's phone number. Call them, text them, or email them. Mail should just be done.
Can we have like a special inbox for like proper emails?
Apple does that.
Because I feel like I totally agree, except I get sent so much shit. Like every time you go to the shop now, they're like, oh, can we have your email address for the receipt? You're like, no, I don't. I just came in to buy a fucking t-shirt. I don't want you to have my email address because you're filling my box. And I know it's meant to like spam filter, but it doesn't.
You
Have a
have two
second
emails.
Gmail. Have a spam email.
Have a boss. Have like a serious email.
Yeah.
I have two emails.
Oh.
And one of them is just the other one with the number 2 at the end of it.
Right. And it means nothing. It goes to nowhere.
Yeah, if it's got the 2 in it, then it's just like, yeah, send me that and I'll never see it.
I think, because like
Please tell us about your experience at DFS. Shut up.
driving and
Never
stuff.
filling in a survey, by the way. Ever.
Just send them the link to the
Booking.com do
Patreon.
it. Booking.com do it. Rate your stay. You're like,
yeah,
oh,
no.
sort your life out.
Like driving stuff. I was thinking, imagine if you get like a driving, like a speeding ticket. I think it's happened to you. And the letter just doesn't come to your house. You're fucked, aren't you? Because then they're like, oh, you didn't pay, and now it's £7 million.
I mean, they usually do come to the
No,
house.
but it's
let's be
so
honest.
easy, like Adam said, for that letter, that piece of paper.
Oh, bad neighbour, by the way, that it didn't go, oh, I'm going to just post this round next door.
Do you still get letters from the previous owners?
Yeah, occasionally. And he
open
left
them?
the house in a state, so...
Do you open them?
Oh, no, I'd filed them directly into the bin.
All right. I opened them before I put them in the bin. I know that you shouldn't, that's illegal, innit? But it's interesting.
So you don't do that, do you, Carl?
No. Wink for the audio listeners. I've got 2 before the previous one. Like,
Yeah, if it's official, like buying the house, they're like, oh, you can send these ones back by email, but you need to send this one by post. Why?
wet signature.
Why?
It's just a lot, isn't it?
Because it's more real.
But it's not.
It is.
Why?
How long do you reckon until it's gone? The post. Do you reckon
It should
20
be-
years
No, because you've
or
got
less?
multiple deliveries for things you buy. The
But I mean, but that's already not
He's
Royal
not
Mail's
talking about
problem,
like
is it?
not like ordering. I'm not saying
mean-
send me a chair digitally.
Yeah,
Do you mean the Royal Mail?
I don't need a
Yeah.
pair of shoes through my
I
email.
can't have long left, the Royal Mail.
Just
20
for
years should be the
letters.
peak. That should be the max.
Because between DHL and DHL
Yeah.
and like
UPS,
UPS,
Parcel
Hermes.
Force.
parcel,
All my
Force.
statements now are digital, so my bank
Every.
statements, my energy bills, I've moved them all to
paperless.
paperless because I'm like, well, I know. I can look on my phone. I don't need you to send me it on
I
paper.
think text is the best. That's
Yeah.
I get what I need from it. I don't want you to speak to me on the phone. Text me, fine. I know not many people text me, so that's why I know my
You're
stuff
so
is.
right.
Too many scams.
That's
though.
become the official.
Yeah.
That's almost like that's the things to do.
Yeah.
If I get a text, it's either me dad, a delivery, or Carl.
And the only person I text is you. Or I like an NHS text. I'll get one of them for like whatever.
Or just occasionally, like a comic will go via text. Like Mick Ferry texted me yesterday, and I think he's gone. Oh, I'll send a WhatsApp, but just to underline it, I'll send a text. But if I go through my inbox of text, it's all just like delivery stuff or
My WhatsApp's chaos. Like true. Look at this.
I fixed mine the other day.
State of this. Look at this.
How many unread?
289.
I had over 100 today and I fixed it.
By the way, you see how much I scrolled there? We're still in May.
Oh God!
Turn your read receipts
Oh,
off.
they have word management. Someone's been ignored from that. That's good. Oh yeah, look. There you go. My God!
Turn your read receipts off and open them all.
I'm not bothered about people saying that I've read it. I just don't want to read it.
No, does that cause any sort of like anxiety that?
Probably, but I've buried it deep within, so I'm not feeling it.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
got nothing unread on anything.
Oh, that's
No emails,
insane.
nothing. Because you're one of two people. You're either someone with thousands of emails, or
My email's 23,120.
I've got 57 and that's the email then.
Yeah, but here's the thing: 57 would do my head in.
Yeah, no, but I'll clean it soon.
I've got
No, but 57
emails.
is like attainable. Like I could get through that.
Oh, no, you're not.
That is gone.
Mine's
You
a-
just have to eventually just let it lie.
satisfy a number. This 1,111 emails.
Whoa. How often do you check your junk? There's always something important
just-
in your junk.
Junk's part of
shower
the
once a week.
rotation.
It's party in
It's
inbox.
part of the rotation.
Yeah. What? Oh, bollocks.
Alex.
That'd be a good little PSA advert there. How often do you check your junk? Not your email, you cock.
be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And now we've done it.
Tongue-in-cheek BBC advert.
Yeah.
Check your junk. And I don't
BBC?
mean your email.
BBC
But it's just
replaced with
broadcasting
replaced with
corporation.
adverts.
Yeah, PSAs. Do PSAs, don't they? Or do they? Yeah, like the hedgehog one. Was that BBC?
Hedgehog one.
Yeah, we don't get run over.
By a hedgehog.
No. It was the old advert, don't get ran over, but it was a hedgehog. You know with that?
No, I remember that if you hit me at 40, I'm going to die.
No, we spoke about that one recently.
Yeah, but
You're
it doesn't
30,
matter.
it's still my daughter.
Because I'm a hedgehog and I'm smaller than a car.
You know the hedgehog one?
What?
The hedgehog advert?
I'm a hedgehog
No.
and I'm crossing the
Google it.
road with me
Hedgehog.
family.
Hedgehog road traffic. Come on.
No, I think you've
I know what you mean.
You do know it, yeah?
Yeah.
was
I
trying
don't
to
think it was the
gaslight.
BBC though.
King of the road. King of the road. That was the song over there.
Yeah, it was great. I got the
Okay,
album.
I do remember that.
Yeah, thank
That
you.
has unlocked a memory, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll do one of them, but check it. Back to
How have you how have you repressed that?
I got
likes
abused
it.
by a hedgehog when
Yeah.
I was
he
little.
likes getting run over.
I did
You
see
can't
it.
get abused by a hedgehog.
No, I did see a rough hedgehog thing when I was younger, though. My nan used to love saving animals, and I'd just gone to hers to just help
vet.
out with the garden, and we saw that a hedgehog had essentially had a strimmer through its stomach, and then it'd been infected by maggots. And my nan took that to the vets and went, "Is there anything you can do?" And the vet was like, "No, because it's got maggots coming out of its stomach." But I saw all of that. Had to pick the hedgehog up.
I burst that hedgehog once, coming home from Hickory's.
Even though you'd seen the advert. Christ.
Maybe I haven't seen the advert. Driving home from Hickory's with Serica, during like the country roads, coming back from the West Kirby one. And I ate it and it burst. And I was gutted. And Serica went, "You've just eaten several plates of meat. You're not allowed to be sad." I was like, well, I think
You
both.
are allowed to be sad.
I think both can be possible.
Yeah. You can separate them two, definitely.
Because I ate it and it popped.
I always feel bad about seeing a badger.
What, dead?
Yeah.
Oh. Just out and about.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
I think Wyndham the Willows has like placed a greater importance on badgers
The
for
bigger
me.
the animal, the sadder it is.
I was with you when you murked a squirrel.
That's not true.
If you shot a dead horse on the street, you'd be equally sad as a mouse.
I'd love to see the car
No,
that
but
hit it.
if I seen a dead dog, I'd be sadder about that than if I seen a dead elephant.
On the street?
Yeah.
You'd have more questions about the elephant, wouldn't you?
I'd have more questions. That's not what he's saying.
No, I think dog is the outlier because it's a pet. I think take pets out of it. The bigger the animal
I had a
is.
pet rabbit. If I seen a pet rabbit, if I seen a dead rabbit, that wouldn't make me as sad as a dead elephant. So it's nothing to do with size.
Weird league
Animal-
table. Let's do
depends
top
on the
5 animals you'd be upset to see in West Derby Village if they were roadkill.
Zebra.
And the fucking zoo's got some questions to answer. Right, well, that was a mental little end to that section. I blame the caffeine. See you shortly.
Now it's time to tell you about my absolute favourite sponsor, Manual. Dan, what is Manual?
Manual's a men's healthcare company, and they offer a testosterone replacement therapy service. I've been tested. I had sort of low energy, was worried about muscle mass, mood reducing, and I tested, and it came back and it said I've got low testosterone. So I've now moved on, and I've done the second test, which is a more comprehensive blood test, and that's done by a nurse, or you can go to a clinic. And now I've started my testosterone replacement therapy treatment.
So I heard on the grapevine that when you turn 35, your testosterone drops 1 or 2% every year.
That's mad.
It's crazy, that.
You know that 20% of our listeners are over 35.
Mental.
Yeah.
That's mad.
So if this is something that concerns you, if you're worried about it, if you're a bloke, and any of the symptoms of low testosterone ring true for you, have a look at Manual. They make it really easy. It's all explained, and you can go on and maybe treat it. Instead of just suffering quietly and slipping into old age like I was, maybe testosterone replacement therapy is for you. Not you, but, you know.
Not yet. My time will come.
And listen, this might not be for everyone, but it's definitely worth looking into if you are suffering with your energy levels, your libido, your sex drive is down. All of these things can be an indicator of low testosterone. It's well worth having a look.
Don't just put up with symptoms. Use our code WORD45 for 45% off your blood test at manual.co.
Very nicely done.
I've ordered a food allergy test.
Okay.
See what's making me bum go bang bang.
Doesn't seem like allergies though, does it? Because you've not got any other symptoms. You don't have like hives on your skin, or you always look healthy.
I don't know whether that last sentence is entirely true. But you can have intolerances to stuff, and it just makes you shit like a fucking bomb, mate. And I think that's
Shit.
Like I've got one to jalapenos. If I have a jalapeno, I only do bad poo. I don't have anything else.
All right. Okay. Cool. Well, good luck with that. Yeah. You've got an excitable bot, and you need.
I just want to know.
help.
I'm not going to do anything about it.
Right.
Well, I will. It depends on what it is. But if they come back and be like, "You're not having bread," I'm like, "You can fucking shove your test up your ass, you prick."
A lot of them say that.
Yeah.
Is that celiac?
Gluten and stuff.
Gluten intolerance. That's the kind of cakes and nothing. Pizza. Fuck.
Be arsed.
You can get all the stuff now, can't you?
Thing is, you know that if I hadn't seen such riches, I could live with being poor. Like I'm poor, aren't I?
Yeah.
I haven't seen what it's like to not eat bread. So I'm not like.
Yeah, but you've had the riches of eating bread. So
No, I think I see it the other way round. Like, because the riches is having good bowel movements and feeling good. But I don't know what that's like. I only know what it's like to feel like shit. And I'm already used to it.
I don't know.
So I'll just stay poor.
I think eating bread might trump all of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So good.
I'd rather eat bread.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
What if it was like ale? What if it was like, you know, you're really wearing your body down, and the more you drink, you know, you might only have 20.
That's what every doctor
I
says. every
already
year.
know all of that.
20 years.
No. 20 years from now.
They're like, you know, it's a reaction. You're allergic to alcohol, because I know people who are allergic.
If I'm allergic to alcohol, then I'll stop drinking alcohol.
He's really not showing the symptoms though, is he?
No.
He does after 20.
Bread and ale.
Sounds like a class day, though.
Yeah.
You're allergic to a lot, aren't you?
Shut up.
Lactose? No, you are, aren't you? What is it? But
Racism.
Like citrus.
Racism. Intolerance. Oh,
Breaks out in
I
hives.
can't stand it. Yeah, I've got a few. Got a few intolerances, not allergies.
Right. Oh, I thought they were
Allergies you fucking know about. Intolerances are like, my tum feels bad. My
So that
skin's not
test
nice.
is for intolerance and allergies.
Yeah,
they just
okay.
call it an allergy test.
So yours is what? Milk?
Cum.
You're allergic to cum?
I just can't drink it. And I had to
Even
learn-
woman come.
I had to, what?
Even woman come.
I'd love to see some. Sign up at patreon.com/haveawordpod if you want more of this bullshit. We do extras. You're a public listener or watcher. I mean, that must be nice because this is good, isn't it? But we've got more for you. Sign up at patreon.com/haveawordpod. An exclusive episode every Wednesday. You get the early release of the video of the public episode. And then all of the specials, a backlog of nearly 4,000 specials. That's what it feels like to film. And we've done all sorts.
We've done everything.
Have you watched Top Gear? We've done a version of most of what they've done. And that's good, isn't it?
Got some good ones coming up, though, baby.
Oh, we've got some great ones coming up. And
24, mate.
24. Fin Day's coming out.
24.
We've announced the big one next year. We've got some away days this year. We've got some fucking...
We've got a survival special coming out soon.
Survival special. It's £3. £3. Make sure you go to the website. Don't go to Apple's evil app store. You'll pay more.
We have got some.
I'd be gutted if it comes back that I'm allergic to fucking woman cum, you know.
You missed it.
Oh, shit. He was talking, that's why.
He's got woman coming in his mind.
Imagine not being able to, like, come into contact with pussy juice.
Oh, is that? Oh, right.
Makes his belly bad.
Is that?
The next
Honestly.
day, mate. Fucking hell. Whoa.
Love a bit of pussy juice, but fucking hell, the next day I'm just on the toilet.
The Japanese flag. Press it again.
That's like a Japanese flag. I must have an ass like a Japanese flag. I'd love to see my asshole.
Come on.
Where's your? I mean, that was weird.
Yeah.
Listen,
From
my
the offbeat.
OCD will not let that stand. Have we done?
Pretty asshole.
Just turn his mic off.
Where's your? Scott says, "What's happening, lids? Me and a group of mates have a yearly thing where we spin the wheel of doom. On said wheel is multiple UK seaside locations, and as it happens, we have just landed on Rill
Doom.
or Hell. As a
Shell.
big listener,
Shell.
As a big listener of the pod, my immediate reaction is to ask Finley, what are the top things to do in Hell?
Drive to Liverpool.
Also, do you have any suggestions of weird UK seaside destinations for the wheel? Let us know. So I sort of listen. I know this is a bit contrived, lad fun, but I don't mind it. It's one of those things that if everyone commits to it, it's going to be good. So if you're true to the wheel and you go anywhere, like what have you got? Scarborough,
Never
Whitby,
been. I'm not a massive. I've been
Whitley
to
Bay, Great Yarmouth. I'm thinking.
Blackpool.
Blackpool's
I almost
cool,
feel
mate.
like Blackpool's. Yeah, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna end up in Blackpool at some point.
Where have I been? I haven't been to many seaside. I've been to. Where's the one really on the east?
Scarborough,
No, near that. It might have been Whitley.
East Anglia.
or Whitley.
Whitley
One of them.
Bay.
Whitley Bay.
Yeah.
In Newcastle.
Oh,
Do
no.
you mean Whitby? That I've
So
already
have you
said.
heard the thing where you can walk west to east? Like
Right.
it's like a thing you do. We
Right.
picked the people up who've gone, and it was I think it was one of them,
Right.
but that was cool.
Yeah.
I don't mind the beach, but seaside towns just make me sad.
They are weird and creepy.
Yeah, because they're dying, aren't they? It's the old, like 80, 90 years ago, they were where people went on holiday, and it was important.
Not even
Like
that long ago,
towns
is it?
had holiday week where they shut the town down and everyone went on. Like Preston had holiday week, and all the shops were closed and everyone went on holiday. All the factories and everyone went on holiday to Blackpool for the same week. Must have been fucking class. But that was that.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
Holiday week.
yeah.
So Preston just shut.
This is what my granddad told me. There was a week.
Oh,
in
this
July.
wasn't in your lifetime.
No, this wasn't in 1997.
Shut the Asda.
Diana's dead. Shut Preston. We're going Blackpool. When did package holidays?
80s, wasn't it?
No,
I thought,
no. The 60s, 70s, people started going abroad
Summer
more
of Love.
regularly. By the 80s, it was a massive thing. Before then,
But the 70s,
50s,
I've seen footage of Rill in the 70s. It looked like it was banging.
Summer of Love, everyone was banging.
Even.
Summer of Love in the 70s.
We're going to
In
Carlisle.
Rel.
Is Carlisle coastal? No.
You're going for a
Couldn't be
seaside
less
holiday.
coastal.
Oh no, it is. It's next to but it's not a seaside town.
Carlisle.
What?
It's in the middle of the country, isn't it?
Where the fuck is Carlisle in your head?
Up and to the right.
It's not up and to the right. It's up and to the left. Have a look at Carlisle, kid.
What's west of Carlisle?
The sea.
For the audio listeners,
he's
Adam
checking the
is
map.
checking the maps.
That is open to the right.
Oh shit! Dan's life's changed.
That, on the left side of the country, is not up and to the right,
It's
is it?
open to the right of where we are right now, innit?
So, sorry. If you go, as the crow flies, over Blackpool and then over the water, yeah, but no one in the history of the world, you go up the M6 and it's off to the left. It's on the left side of the country.
It doesn't matter, sir. It's to the right of Liverpool. I said it's up and to the right.
How? Whoever thinks like that?
Me?
No, you go
I'm
on the
picturing the map.
up and to the fucking right.
Oh, Newcastle's
Newcastle's-
up and to the left because you take the exit off the left. Oh, this shite.
What, mate? I can't believe you can't see that that's wrong. That is so insane. Oh yeah, it's up and to the right.
It is up and to the right.
It's to the left. Oh, my
It's to the left of the motorway, yeah? It's open to the right from here,
It's
isn't
on
it?
the west side.
West side.
It is on the west side. We're further west.
What a retarded way of looking at it. It's
It's up and it's more easternly than Liverpool is, isn't
Easterly.
it?
yeah, I'll give you that.
So it's up and to the right, isn't
I know,
it?
but in what sense?
Scenario's that.
In what sense? In that if you were a crow and you went up and right from here,
You're not a
you'd end up
crow.
in Carlisle.
You're not a crow. You're on the fucking road.
You are
and
not
it's on
a
the
crow.
left side of the country.
And I only said this
Enjoy life on the East Coast, Carlo. You've just been moved.
East Coast.
Oh yeah, Newcastle's to the left of the M1. There you go. Newcastle's in the northwest now. Fucking divvy.
How does your brain work? Where are we going? Well, we're going Morecambe. Cool. I'll get my swimmers on.
Devon's cool.
I'm too annoyed with him, and he's too annoyed with me. We're just gonna have to.
Do you want some things to do in real?
I love you, really.
No, I'm not annoyed with you, but
I
you
am.
are fucking stupid.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's up and to the right, isn't it?
right.
So
Cornwall.
explain how your brain works because it's to the left of the motorway.
Just because you look at the country and it's on the, there's some stuff on the left hand side, there's some stuff on the right, and I know usually we say west and east.
So is Manchester to the left of Liverpool?
No,
But it's on the left-hand side of the country, innit?
what do you mean left of Liverpool?
Swansea.
I think that's to the left.
I'm just
Down, but that's down and to the right.
mine head.
So,
Yeah.
Manchester's what?
But look. What if I do this? There you go. That's sorted it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you turn the map upside down, it changes everything.
Yeah, you're pointing in the wrong direction.
Torquay.
The thing is with the southwest, like proper southwest, it's 7 hours away. I can't be asked. When everyone's like, "Oh, Newquay's loads of fun." Right, cool. I don't surf and I don't like driving for 6.5 hours.
Go Freshfields Beach, see the squirrels, and have a fucking bevy.
Do you want some stuff to do in real?
Yes, sorry. Let's not.
I'm looking
argue
at
anymore.
all these coastal gaffs and they all look like shitholes.
So a year ago, I reckon I'd have recommended the cinema and the Sea Life Centre.
They've all closed down.
They're
haven't
both
they?
shut.
Oh, cool.
So we've got the beach. On a sunny day, it's quite nice.
It's not. The thing is, on a sunny day, most beaches are nice, but also within a 25-minute drive, there's much nicer beaches. Beaches.
Wait, is it a sandy beach?
I think that day you came, you went to the wrong bit. Like there is a bad bit of the
Oh,
beach. in
yeah,
Rhyl.
yeah. I went to a car park for Aldi. That's the wrong bit. Is this the
beach,
beach? I think it's the wrong bit of the beach.
I mean, if you park at Aldi, you can walk to the
Shite
beach.
this beach.
It's 2 minutes away.
Smart.
The Les Harker's bingo. That's
Who?
good. Les Harker.
Is he a big name?
He's a big name in real.
Big name in bingo?
Yeah, the biggest. What else is there to do? You could go
Heroin?
to Mackey's.
McDonald's, Les Harker's bingo, and an arguably shite beach. Oh, have fun, boys.
No, but genuinely, go to Kebab King. Best kebab gaff in the country.
No, it isn't.
I say that with authority.
When you
I'm
say the country,
Turkish.
do you mean Wales?
The country of real.
It's better than any I've had in England either. And that was when I was a meat eater. Okay.
Have you seen the Sky Sport?
So there you go. Go to a vegetarian's favourite kebab house, a shite beach, and Les Harker's bingo.
I reckon.
more could you want?
Scott, I reckon
Sorted.
spin the wheel again, my friend.
Did you see recently, Joe, the game you play with Sky Sports News? It's the first team to score. Have you seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
The first team to score.
At the
On
3
soccer
p.m.
Saturday,
kickoff.
yeah.
And then
go
you
there
all
for-
have to go and have a night out.
I think Bradford scored after like 25 seconds. Everyone was like, yeah, we're waiting for the next goal.
No, you
That's not how the game works.
absolutely
No, but
cannot
that was
do
the
that.
joke. Everyone was gutted. Everyone was like,
We could do that.
You could have a great night out in Bradford, potentially okay night in Bradford. Be sound. You can't all sit at the pub and go, we're going to do...
My image of
The game.
Bradford is genuinely so racist. I just think it's all alcohol-free shisha gaffs.
No, to me, they've all got like fucking courses as well.
Yeah. Just courses
It's
with...
just car meetups. That's what Bradford
It's
is.
car meetups, shisha gaffs, and fucking coffee shops, mate.
It's like a decent-sized city centre.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have a night out and then probably get a pretty good pudding at the end of it. You know?
Fuck you.
No, I mean, one of the pudding gaffs. Asians love puddings.
Asians, Muslims love cheesecake.
Yeah, because if you can't get on the lash, who doesn't want a tiramisu?
Oh, I suppose.
Muslims love cheesecakes are good.
They must all, you know, like how we're all a little bit racist and we don't really know the difference between like a Hindu and a Muslim.
More ignorance than racism.
Yeah, totally. Everyone in those fucking gaffs is Muslim, aren't they? Because Hindus don't have milk.
I'd say that is ignorance.
Don't
More
Hindus have milk because they love cows?
No, they don't have anything to do with cows, do they? Because they think they're like, I can't drink cow juice, me. I'm not good enough.
Yeah, they can have vegan cheesecake.
I didn't know that they didn't drink milk either. It makes sense.
I don't think Adam knows.
No, he's right. Google says.
No, he's not right.
Oh,
he's not right.
I'm not right.
No. Many Hindus consume milk and dairy products.
Not the real one, not good ones.
Yeah, in the same way many Muslims eat bacon. It's the ones who aren't committed.
Yeah, he only hangs out with committed Hindus. All of his Hindu mates are like hardline Hinduistas.
Want a milkshake? Ah, shithouse.
If you are going to play the we sit down, soccer Saturday, first goal, we go, you have to live and die by that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. If it's Plymouth that scores, get ready, we're doing a trek. You can't be like, Bradford doesn't seem very good. Fuck off. That's not the game.
Should we play it?
Yeah. I wonder what I've always, as I've said before, those Saturdays are just so empty. I just don't.
Well, it was like Salford.
So, it's a good night out. I've done Salford.
Oh, we have
Many
accidentally walked all the way to Liverpool. Away.
Salford Keys.
Yeah, I go Media City.
Which Salford? Because there's like precinct Salford.
Oh no, not Shopping City. I'm talking Media City.
Right. Okay.
Shopping City, Media City, not
What
Shopping
a crazy
City.
lads night! Oh, let's get tickets to the Lowry. I'd do it if we had a free Saturday, but I wouldn't want any like. I don't like the sound of that. You'd have to go for it,
Okay, well,
and then you hope you get like.
when are you
Man
free?
City.
Wow. Then,
When
yeah,
are you free on a Saturday though?
soon?
We'll play it then. I'll get drunk that
You've
day.
taken most of my Saturdays recently, so.
Have a look at my Saturdays. Tell you when I could do it.
Oh.
The football season is over though.
After August, the what is it, 9th? Around like the second weekend of August.
What if it was like Kilmarnock?
Well, luckily,
Oh no!
Does
Can I
Scotland count? I thought it was just the national league.
order? If Inverness Cali Thistle score with
23rd of August is my next Saturday free.
First
I think
weekend?
that might be the first weekend of the season.
First weekend.
Or
at least-
second.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in Japan.
Just fuck that off.
Oh, I'll just fuck that off.
Yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, we might be going to Kilmarnock for the bevy instead.
Oh, well, the karaoke that's not a karaoke anymore. I'm free now.
We'll do it the first week of
June.
September.
Oh yeah, it's not.
We'll be in Turkey.
I
footy.
don't know what to
Go
do.
footy.
God, I'm still flying from that fucking. That caffeine's hit me hard.
I feel good though. I do get it. I don't feel bad.
Nice. Next is on the shite.
Get used to it.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It isn't delicious.
It is delicious.
That wasn't delicious. Wasn't delicious. Like a strawberry milkshake is delicious. Delicious. Tasted like
Maybe you'd
mud.
like a big, like a lady one.
Tastes like mud.
Like a pomegranate latte or something.
No, I don't like that. I like a vanilla latte, iced. Loads of sugar. Can't really taste the coffee. Like them ones.
No coffee in it. Take that out.
I like milk.
The caramel coffee frappuccino from Starbucks. You might like that.
Okay, I'll give it a go. You right then?
I'll get one of them in the break.
Jeez. You can come and sit on the bog with me for the next 10 hours then.
If you want to send in a have a word, please send in a have a word. Make them up.
haveawordpod.com.
Just if you go, oh, this would be mad. I'd
the
like them to
website.
talk about. Just put it as advice, a question, or have a word. Haveawordpod@gmail.com because I want you to just listen to my tone, please. Please do.
People have been writing in some shite ones.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Not these,
If
though.
you're listening thinking, why hasn't my stuff been read out?
Shite.
And you can see how desperate Dan is for new questions. That means he hated your question.
But these are all great.
Yeah.
I just want to make that point. Phil says, "Dear Have a Word Court of Justice." Well, someone's making up a new feature. Please have a word with either me or my partner. When I'm doing a big shop, I always bring my own bags because I'm a sexy motherfucker, like a responsible adult. But on those quick impromptu stops, love a good use of impromptu.
Oh, nice.
Touche, Phil. I'll grab one of the plastic bag by the tills, and when the self-checkout asks how many I've used, I confidently press 0 and move on with my day. My partner, however, pays for every single bag, like he's making an offering to the mighty gods of Tesco, and they will smite him down if he dares to skip the tithe. I already like Phil. He says I'm a thief, and we've agreed to seek an expert ruling.
Oh, he's gay?
He's gay, yeah. Phil and man.
Why did that take 3 lines to go? Hang on, partner, business. Whoa! So what?
Hey, I'm all for it.
So what's your verdict? Am I a bag bandit? That's not a euphemism.
He's a Sutton bandit.
Am I a bag bandit, criminal, dismantling society, 1 10p bag at a time, or a
Not
savvy
10p
shopper,
anymore. When did he write this in?
Robin Hood, sticking to... I can't read. It's too hard. I'm getting heckled.
We get the thing.
And that's from Phil from 2009.
Here's the thing, right? I relate to this so much because my missus, who is probably still...
Is a
sat out
gay
there-
man?
No.
Oh, sorry.
She's a fucking little busy worshipping grass.
Is that really?
Alex, you still here?
If you're paying for these, you
Oh,
are a fucking rat.
Do you know she won Grass of the Year at her company awards? Genuinely. And she's always dreamed of being a police officer.
Grass of the year.
Whoa.
What is
You know,
this?
like they have the end of year awards for
Hang on,
their...
are you rehashing like she won Employee of the Year? And you
No,
call
she
it-
won Grass of the Year. I'm not...
Was it like a bantery award?
Yeah. But because she's a big fucking snitch, mate.
And when you get it, does everyone boo?
She's the manager who's she grassing on.
But like she was below... When she got that, she was like one level down.
Now she's the manager because she's a snitch.
Yeah.
Snitch, as in.
I love robbing stuff from like big corporate conglomerates. You know what I mean?
Sticking it to the
I'm
man.
not robbing a little mam and pap,
Yeah,
like family-run store.
You go for 4500. What's it called? What do you call it?
Anything,
What do you call it?
anything on the Dow Jones, mate. I'm taking
Oh,
them
what is it?
down.
What you say? What you're saying? Not the 4500. What is it?
Is it?
No, you say like the American one. Like you'd love to own a company though. I can't remember it now.
Fortune 500.
Fortune 500.
Like B&Q.
Anything on the Fortune 500, I'll rob.
A few weeks ago, we're in John Lewis. Fucking John Lewis is a billionaire, isn't he? Whoever he is. Right?
I mean, he's probably dead,
Probably
isn't he?
dead, but yeah.
Sure. Well, whoever
His
inherited
family
it.
are.
So it's a Nepo baby billionaire. Right, I'm taking his dough, mate. We're in John Lewis. We had a load of stuff. They had, you know, like proper tote bags near the till.
Oh, danger steal.
3-4 quid, easy.
£5. Wow. Right? A Lulu Guinness, it was like some designer bitch, right? She, like, her bags
Unnecessary bitch, wasn't it? Just an unnecessary bitch.
was at the fucking till. So I was like, right, we need a bag. And I went, I'll get one of them. So gave the woman on the till all the stuff. And then I was like, I just opened the bag and started putting the stuff in. And the woman didn't scan it. And I was like, fucking £3-5 bag
This
here.
is a little different.
And me missus went, you haven't scanned the bag, love.
Out loud? Yeah, with the eyes?
Shoot it in the head.
God.
She went, you haven't scanned the bag.
No, I think she's right because you can't get like a Dior bag either and start filling that.
No, she's not right.
No.
That's not the same
She
thing.
said, grass!
No, she's grass for saying out loud.
Carl, that's not the same thing. A bag that is meant to put your shopping in, if you steal it, if they're not on it, go fuck themselves. Like, it don't
No,
cost
but
my
at
bag.
what point is it? Like that's a £5 bag.
No, even the Dior bag, if I put that, I've put it on the thing. I haven't like gone, and this is mine I've brought from home. I put it on the thing.
Right, that's
It's
up to
on the
them.
stupid old fucking squat on the
Carl's
till.
reason. As if you'd be like, hey, there's a bag in the store. I'm
This
using
has
it for
pissed you
shopping.
off, hasn't it?
Yeah. Because the woman's probably gone, yeah, I'm not asked. She's gone, yeah, he's got a bag.
The amount of times
Give a
there's
shit.
no bag and there's people watching me and they're like, I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's when you see I love videos like from America where a Walmart employee rugby tackles someone trying to shoplift. You're like, wait, why do you give a fuck?
You don't get paid
Why are
enough.
you dislocating your shoulder to tackle a smackhead?
If people are shoplifting, they need it, so let them have it.
Well, no, but
No,
I don't want it to be absolute chaos and everyone's like thieving.
Security guard school. If people are shoplifting, they probably need it.
No, if someone's shoplifting,
I don't need it. It's the
food-
love of the game.
No, and yeah, they should maybe say so. But if you see someone shoplifting because you feel like, you know, they may be short on money,
It's
no,
not.
you
it-
didn't.
you can't get done for shoplifting if you give them it. If you put it on the thing, if you show them it and they
triple
don't
jeopardy.
scan it, that's them.
So what did you say when she grasped? That is bad, by the way. I agree with that.
I was just like, oh yeah. And then when we left, I was like, are you a fucking asshole? And she was like, what do you mean?
She
I was
went,
like,
yeah, grass of the year means something.
I was like, we were going to get
badge
that
on.
bag for free. She was like, I can't do that.
No, she didn't have to do a fucking
She
thing.
wasn't doing it. You were doing it.
I wasn't doing anything. The stupid thing on the till was doing it.
What was that? Is your reasoning that the stupid till on the because you didn't scan it, it's the till's fault?
It wasn't self-service.
What?
It wasn't self-service.
There's a woman done it?
Yeah. And she told the woman,
naughty.
hey, love, you haven't scanned that bag.
That's what's
That
mad.
stinks of poo.
There's no self-service at John Lewis, mate. The queues would be down the block.
I'd be having tellies, by the way, if there was. This telly is a sausage.
They sell them.
Yeah. Listen, you fellas are Ming.
That is stinky.
But congratulations on your relationship. Kieran Phelan says, lads, have a word. Me and my wife and 4-year-old went to the cinema. The cinema was completely empty, so we just sat in the most convenient seats for us. Turns out a couple who was also watching the children's film was actually allocated the seats we were sat in and asked us to move. I know full well I was in the wrong seat, but still they're being bad gimps. Am I in the wrong for still sitting there and having them find other seats?
No.
So Kieran stood his ground.
Do what you want. In that situation, if there's 2 other people in the fucking cinema, go and find a different seat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with you. But, right, let me paint you a little picture here. You walk in the cinema with your missus or your fella and your 2 kids, right? Ooh. And there's people sat in the 4 seats you've booked. And it's like half an hour till the film's starting, 20 minutes, whatever.
This is a good point.
Right? So more people might still be to come.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you go over and go, oh, there are seats. And the fella's like, no, just go and fucking sit wherever you want. You go and sit somewhere else with your kids. And then someone else comes in and goes, oh, you're sat in our seats.
See, what's happened there is I turn up a minute before the film starts. So I can't relate.
Psychopath behaviour, that.
So I turn up 15 minutes after they've stated that the film starts.
I couldn't do that. That's scary.
Because that's when they did. Me and Harry went to watch Sinners the other day.
You'll still catch some of the adverts.
We went to watch Sinners. We got there 20 minutes after the stated time. Got to our seats, sat down, titles come up. Unbelievable.
You've missed out on
Is Sinners good? Because Mark Nelson
It's
posted that it's
brilliant.
Right, I'm really into it.
Really recommend
Michael
it.
B. Jordan,
Yeah.
who I'd go for.
Yeah.
I'd go
Really
shop. I'd
good.
go shopping.
Really
with
good
him.
film. Go in blind if you can. Not like
Eyes closed.
literally. I mean,
Fall over. I've got my favourite seat in the cinema, though. I like to be on the back row. I know it right in the middle. It's like it's a wild one. I don't like people behind
Anyone
me.
you can get sucked off in, isn't it?
I don't like anyone behind me.
It's because of your ninja training, isn't it? You just whoa.
No, I don't like anyone behind me. I don't know what it is.
no, I'm exactly
Anywhere.
the same.
I like to be
Yeah.
at the back of everything.
Right.
That's why I was a goalie.
It's a control thing.
Yeah. Well, I used
You
to
need
go.
to be able to see like everything that's going on.
Yeah, I used to go to the gym with someone who's a prison guard. He's our mate, and he literally, you know, they're trained to make sure you know what's behind you.
Yeah.
So he'd sit in a jacuzzi, and he wouldn't be able to. He'd have to sit facing.
No, I never like someone sitting behind me in a jacuzzi. And that's just a personal rule. And I've never been a prison guard or a ninja. But as soon as you're just between the legs of another man in a jacuzzi, I feel like I don't think he should have sat there. When someone just comes in and goes, excuse me, mate, and just cruises behind you. I don't like that.
And you're right to think
Is that all right? I mean, that's just because of my training, isn't it?
it's in control. No, I like to be at the back. I like to survey.
The Adam's spot on, especially if you've got the kids. If I've booked the right seats, you can fuck off.
What about a train though?
Because it's so stressful. Laura's like, hey, we should have done. Like, it's also not just you, is it? You're not just making the choice. Laura will go, no, we need to sit there. Like, it's a fucking argument. Just if someone comes and they've got the tickets, just move. Just move.
What about the train?
The train, just fuck off out of the seat. If someone gives a fuck,
If someone sat in my reserved seat on a train,
Yeah.
I'll pick them up.
Yeah.
Throw them into the aisle of the train.
But I was thinking that, so I got the train to Newcastle for the talk show the other day, and I was sat and it said reserved from Leeds to Newcastle. I was like, I'm just going to sit here till Leeds.
Yeah.
And then when they move me, fair
chance
enough.
it. Maybe they don't.
They'll move me, yeah. But I was thinking, like, what if, who would I have to be for them to not move me? Because I'm a young, agile man. So they're like, he can move. Is there anybody you wouldn't move?
What do you mean?
Like you've got
Oh, like an old woman.
Yeah. Would you move an old woman?
Yeah, easier. They're light. They can't fight.
I'm saying if you got there, no matter who sat there, you'd be like, fucking move you. Because I was thinking...
Hang on. Is there other seats
No, it's
available? They're all booked.
The busy train.
She can go and get the next train.
Get off the train.
Well, that's up to her.
What about if it's a family
one time
of
in
four?
my life, I've been on top of the admin and booked a seat on a busy train. You think I'm standing next to some old bint who didn't do anything? Nah, brother.
What about if it's a family of 4 Hindus all having like yazoos?
I'd be like, you're not even committed to this shit. Take that headdress off and get off with your milkshake.
Get the next train.
Part-time twat.
I was thinking, I'm primed to be moved here.
Yeah.
And I didn't get moved.
So what's your thoughts on if you've reserved a seat, but there's other free seats? Are you going to move someone else?
Does it say available?
Yes.
I'll just sit in the available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
of
I
course.
also, when someone gets on and gives a shit,
I don't like confrontation.
Yeah, I mean. I was just on autopilot. I was like, yeah, me too.
when someone gives a shit, like if someone comes on and goes, that's my, and there's just, they're right.
Yeah, but
They're
you
in
hate them, don't you?
you can hate them.
I'm so frail and old. Well, then you should be on a fucking taxi then, shouldn't you? Get off the train.
Get on a taxi. That's where frail and old people should be, on the roof
I
of a
hate when you
taxi.
sat in someone's seat and then they walk up and they go, yeah, we both know it's yours, don't we?
What about
That little play everyone does.
what about when they do that and they go, actually you sat in my seat
it's not.
and you look and they're in the wrong carriage.
Yeah.
That
Better than coming.
genuinely is the best life ever gets,
Simple
I'd swap.
pleasure.
I'd swap Liverpool's
jingle
league
on.
title for 5 of them in the next year.
You sat in my seat. I'm not, mate.
No, I'm not. Oh, that's actually for tomorrow. You big stupid old fat swat.
Get off the train.
Off, you fuck.
And you Hindu kids. Go on.
Excuse me, instructor man. His ticket's not valid and he's trying to steal people's seats. Go on. You and your fucking yazoo drinking Hindu children on that platform.
Off you go. What want to be you, mate?
Big shout
Oh,
out
hang on, it is your seat. Sorry.
the Hindu community. Hindu?
Imagine doing all that and then you're wrong.
Is that better than the previous one? You going, that's my seat. Them going, it's not. And you going, it is, and it is. Is that better than it's not being?
No, that's good. That's good because you're like, but the other one's better.
Nah, it isn't.
When they were trying to move
Off you
you,
go, mate, with your Hindu kids. Go on, piss off.
this isn't even a train. You're on a hovercraft.
This is a taxi. Go on, fuck off.
Interval. Hello, everyone. Time to tell you about my absolute favourite sponsor. It's manscaped.com. It's for your pubes, it's for your boob hair, and it's also for your head and face.
Yeah.
I think you're a clean-shaved young Welshman.
Yeah, I have to do it pretty regularly nowadays. I'm a real boy.
Have you tried the Manscaped Chairman Pro?
I have. I use it quite a lot, actually, a couple of times a week. Get rid of... It's pretty good. It doesn't get any cuts or any grazes or anything like that. It's pretty smooth, and then, people think I'm younger than I am.
I use the hedger, the beard hedger, for my beautiful Jean-Gere beard.
Yeah.
I use the lawnmower fucking pube trimmer. Unbelievable.
Yes.
And I also love the dome shaver. Manscaped will sort you out with any hair on your body that you don't want anymore. But the chairman's more of a smoothman's.
Yes, the chairman...
That's a word.
It's more of a smoothman's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Do you know what I love about Manscaped? I love the ball deodorant, especially now it's coming to summer and you're getting a bit sweaty. Put some of the ball deodorant
Got a
down
bit
there.
of swamp crotch.
Got a bit of a sweaty gooch sometimes.
All right, nice. Go to manscaped.com. Use code WORD15 for 15% off all of their lovely trimmers. Manscaped.
Hey, oh, yeah, oh.
Yeah. We start a lot of the sections like that now, don't we?
What do you mean?
Oh.
It's not a natural thing to just start talking again, is it? You know, because we've all been sat round talking.
Especially because Michelle Shaughnessy's here.
Hey! Thank you for making the journey.
Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Oh, that's so nice to hear.
Yeah, I'd been watching your clips from predominantly Top Secret. A lot of your
Most
clips.
of them, yeah.
Yeah, like crowd work and bits of stand up and stuff. And then you messaged me and was like, "I'd love to come and do the pod." And I was like, "Yep, let's get this sorted."
Great.
Class.
Perfect. Yeah, I have a hard time asking people for things like that, so I appreciate you being so cool about it.
I can't relate to that.
Also, I liked it when you told Ishan on your podcast to not say, when he said, "I get pussy," and you went, don't say that.
Yeah.
You don't sue
Can
it.
we say that?
You guys can say it. You guys can pull it off. There's something when Ishan says, "Yeah, I get pussy." Like, it's just stop it.
I
Like,
100% agree with
it
you. By
feels
the way,
inappropriate.
But he does.
I'm sure. I know he does. But it feels inappropriate hearing him say that word.
Right.
he'd
Like,
also
he's-
get more if he didn't say that because it looks like.
He could say, "Oh, I get the touch of a woman regularly," and I'd be like, "Yes, you do." But I'm like, "Stop."
Michelle,
No.
Michelle, I think that's worse. I
It
get the
is
touch of a
Okay,
woman
it would be
regularly.
worse coming from most men, but for some reason with Ishan, I feel like that's how he looks. He should speak.
Yeah,
He's a classy guy.
He is a classy guy.
Oh, so you think we're scum?
No, I just think not at all. Not at all. I just think certain men can pull that off.
Okay.
But when Ishan pulls it off, it sounds like a kid saying a word he's not supposed to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost like, how do you know what pussy is, young man? Like, it just sounds awkward.
I love how immediately she shot down that scum thing then because we were talking the other day before Michelle was coming on. And Michelle told me the first gig she ever did in the UK was in Liverpool, and she didn't realise there was like a pride to being poor.
Okay.
Her words, by the
I'll
way.
tell you about that. So I did my very first gig in the UK. I got booked at Hot Water. Okay, 2 shows. First show, fucking great. There was an agent there, and he was like, "I know you're going to be famous in this country." One of the comics' girlfriends was there, and she's like, "You're going to be huge. This is exactly." I'm like, "Great." Go up for the next show. I'm like, I'm going to do a little different, show them I have more material. Everything's going great. And then I said a joke about a surgery I had. And I said, "Oh, has anyone had that type of surgery?" Nobody said anything. And I said, "Okay, I guess I'm the only one here with money." The crowd, okay, I didn't know. The crowd turned on me. Like, I couldn't get in the back and I had no idea what happened. I go to the green room. Everybody's fucking dying, laughing. They were like, "Do you know what you just did?" I was like, "No." They're like, "You pop shame Liverpool." Like, I was like, "What?" Like, you don't understand. In North America, it's all about keeping up appearances. Even when you don't have money, you act like you're rich. And then I moved here and I'm supposed to be proud to be poor. Like, it was very confusing. I've had a hard time adjusting.
Listen, I'm not a Scouser, and I think a lot of Scouts culture is show you've got money.
I think it's a bit of both.
But you're not allowed to go,
No.
"Hey,
But that's
I've
the
got
thing.
money."
I'm looking out at the audience.
What's
I'm looking at the audience. I see lip fillers, nose jobs. I'm like, you guys have had stuff done. Like, what?
It's lads with Rolexes who have got, like, you know, not the house to match kind of thing. So it's like, yeah, I'm proud to be where I'm from, but also want to look good. It's a bit of both.
I think it depends how you say that and like what mood
Oh, I
the crowd's
definitely
in.
said it like, "Oh, I have money." Like, I definitely.
That's.
I did then, but I don't anymore, and so now I'm poor, and now I'm back in Liverpool. Funny how that works.
I think the Scouse attitude towards money and having stuff is you've got to earn it.
Yes.
That's the attitude.
Right.
Yes.
Whereas I think maybe Michelle has come across as like I was born into all this money.
See, because I had money through marriage, so I talked about that a lot, but I never talked about my background, which was very working class, always poor. We never had stuff. So now that I talk about that more on stage, people allow me to talk about the times when I did have money. So I've kind of had to learn that you kind of
Also,
got to
that
do that
past
here.
tense will give you a lot of credit, won't it?
People love it, and
Yeah.
people love.
Oh, you
that-
did have money, and
People
now you
love
don't.
how far I've fallen. It's a lot. Yeah, people
I
love
would
it.
love to marry for money. How good would that be?
Oh, that's the plan. Like, I will never. I'm not
Did
going to
you
marry
marry for
somebody.
money?
No, I actually loved him.
Actually,
I know I did love him. We're still friends. We're working it out. It's complicated. We're in that phase where we think we're going to be best friends, but the second we go through the logistics of the divorce, we're going to hate each other. Like, that's just.
Oh, so you're going through a divorce now?
Yeah, it's tough. But he's still in Canada, so I've been able to kind of like out of sight, out of mind, and not think about it as much as I should. So I got to go deal with that. But no, yeah, I think I'm not going to be with somebody just because they have money, but moving forward, I'm not going to be with somebody that doesn't have money. That's just, and you don't even have to have a lot. You just have to give me a lot of what you have. Like, it's not, you don't have to be rich. You have to be generous. There's a difference.
I think it's very refreshing and fucking
Honest.
class to just be like, yeah, this is a big thing for me.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that all men need to have money or all women need to marry a man with money. I didn't plan my life properly. I don't have any other skills other than comedy. And if it's not going to work out, I want a comfortable life. So I need to marry to get that. Like, if you're young, actually, you know what? If you're young and you're like 20-something woman, go do that. Take advantage of men for as many years as you can. Because I am starting this at 40. I should have been doing, if I was not fat in my 20s, I would have just become a sugar baby. 100%.
Were you fat in your 20s?
Oh yeah. I was pretty big.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't like, you don't give off the energy of someone who was fat in their 20s.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a compliment?
You know what I mean, though? Like,
Yeah.
someone, like, you come across as a very confident,
Oh,
like,
God,
this is
no.
who I am. What, like lads I know, take even the gender thing out of it. Lads I know who were massive and then end up like,
Yeah, you can tell, yeah.
they're a little shy about it, aren't they? Michelle's just turning up being like, you need 2 bill or I'm not fucking you.
That's £2 billion, by the way.
I'm pretty shy about it in certain things. Like I'm obsessed about it. Like when I watch, it took me a long time to post clips because I hated watching myself.
Yeah.
Because I would just look and be like, oh, I look fat, and then I wouldn't watch the rest of the stuff. Right.
I have the same battle with
it
every
affects
clip
me
I
in
ever
that
post,
way.
yeah.
It affects me in that way. I don't like to watch myself because I'll find something negative about my appearance, and then I get
that
pissed off
everybody
because I
though?
don't have money to fix it anymore. So that pisses me off. Like I need to like make money before like I'm in this fine line where it's weird when you don't get your looks till you're like almost about to lose them. Do you know what I mean? Because now like in society, like I'm a 40-year-old woman, I'm like dead to like most of the male gaze. So it's like I really have like 2 years.
Dead to all of the male gays.
I have 2 years. 2 years to find a rich man.
Where are you looking?
Podcasts.
I go online. I go podcast. Is anybody's watching?
Oh, your DMs are going to be
I
fucking
would love that.
That was a mistake.
No, honestly, do it. I'll send me money and I will talk to you.
I'll cancel me Patreon. I'll give you that £3. What'll that do?
I wish I could do that. I'm so jealous of girls who are in the 20s who go, hey, you just go to men, gives money. And
But
you go,
honestly,
yeah.
sometimes people just come to me. Like, I got a guy on Instagram, very nice guy. I know you're probably watching. You watch everything I do. He just randomly started sending me Amazon gift cards. And I was like, what is this for? And he was like, honestly, it's for your nose. He was like, there's a really big nose kink community on Reddit. You should check out this stuff. We talk about celebrity female noses. And I always think yours should be on there one day. You have the perfect nose. So thank you. And then he just sends me Amazon gift cards for that.
I get told I have a cute nose.
What the
There
fuck's
you
that
go.
about?
Got no Amazon gift cards. So,
I thought he meant like, here's money to get a new nose.
No.
on Amazon. The best thing about that is the nose arrives the
go.
next day. So it's great.
So you just get money for having a nose.
I guess so. This is a
Female
new thing.
privilege is wild.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
I mean,
what the fuck?
yeah, it's privilege in a sense, but the reality is he might
Yeah,
murder me if I
he
ever
could
meet
hurt.
him,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Don't
But
let him-
things like that happen. So things like that, or somebody messaged me and just was like, can I buy dirty socks? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, okay.
got loads of
so
them.
I made like
I
300
dropped
pounds
3
off
bin
this
bags and
guy.
I locked
Yeah.
up exactly yesterday
And
morning.
you paid for it?
Yeah.
So I made 300 pounds off this one guy, just my old shoes. He's like, any shoes you're going to throw out, call me. Or so I messaged him and he'd be like, yeah, 50 pounds. So I sent him that.
Isn't
And-
that going to be a sad day though when you bring him and he goes, nah, I'll lash them?
But this is the thing.
yeah.
So he got all my stuff and he was like, this smells better than I can imagine. And I was like, great. And then he just disappeared. Profile gone, not responding to like disappeared. So I'm like, did he just get everything he wanted? Or was there like one bad sock in the bunch or something that he was like, ugh,
You're being ghosted by your own pervert.
I know. But now I'm upset. I'm like, were my socks not good? Like, is my foot odor not good enough? Like now I'm like, think that I've done something wrong with my feet and I want to like find this guy and be like, are we okay? Like, did you like my socks? Like, I'm upset. Like, where did he go?
I said smelly, but that's way too smelly.
It is an interesting privilege. There's a girl I follow on Twitter. Well, X, formerly Twitter. And
Cheesy love.
I know her via her mum, right? So I know her mum.
What? You seem quite ashamed of telling this story with your body language there.
No, got an itchy eye, Carl.
Oh, on your mouth. Oh, it looked like you. I know her mum.
I know her mum. No, I know her mum. And she has a boyfriend,
Right.
but she tweets every day because she's like a dom. So she has like cooks and like sissy or whatever she calls them that follow her, right? Now that's what she calls them.
Cool.
So she'll be like, she put like a delivery order up the other day and it was like 70 quid. And she was like, why is everything so expensive? This is literally for me and my boyfriend to have dinner. And then she quote tweeted her own tweet and was like, which little sissy punk ass cook bitch is going to pay for me and my boyfriend's dinner? And then the next thing she posted below that was her Cash App or whatever version she has. And the exact amount for the dinner, some little gimp had just sent her.
Yeah, the
you
thing
do
is,
that?
so I've tried that and I'm not good at being mean to men. I know it seems like I can, but a guy, because I made a joke about that and a guy contacted me, he's like, I'm into that findom. Like, can you? So I tried to be mean to him and I can't. Like, I'm not. I'd be like, I'm sorry, is that okay? Like, what do I say? I'm like, oh, stupid hat, retard. Like, I don't know how to. I'm not good.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Wow. Is anyone else erect? That really did it for me. What's your cash app?
Like, if you posted the Deliveroo or whatever.
Well, I posted, so how the sock guy came about, because I posted about how I needed money. I was like, oh, I lost a weekend of work, and I was like, oh, I'm out of money this weekend. And then he messaged me and he was like, hey, I'm not just going to give you money, but do you have socks? And I was like, yes. So I started just posting stuff like...
Who doesn't, by the way?
So I started just posting stuff like that, and it works. Now, the problem is, like, I tried to do it with a coffee just to see what would happen, because I'd read about that. So I posted being like, oh, if only somebody would send me like a Starbucks, whatever. And the only person that bit was a comic. And I was like, I can't take it from you, because then I'm going to have to see you and you're going to think that like I have a crush on you or something. I can't let you send me a Starbucks. But it didn't work with any other men. No other men came out of the woodwork for that one.
Was this comic a pro comic or
Yeah.
like a pro comic?
Yeah.
Game, nah.
Well,
Stinky. Just try it with something big. Go, I want a new sofa.
Well, I mean, I've got like rent paid and stuff. Like I've had
Someone's
big
paid your rent.
Yeah.
I've got a mortgage here.
But that wasn't like a stranger. That was like from a sugar daddy website.
Yeah, but you'd have to do it for gay guys. You know, women aren't going to pay for your car. I
Do
reckon.
you reckon someone to pay my mortgage, genuinely?
You could
Carl,
though. Like
30,000 people do.
There are women that would. There are women that would, but you would have to be with a much older woman. It would have to be a much older woman. And
Oh yeah, that's
not a
post
lot of-
Laura. That's where I'm
Oh,
going.
I have
Yeah.
to be with them. They wouldn't
Minted,
just send me
divorced.
it.
No.
so hang on. You said sugar daddy sites?
Yeah.
Because I've seen you do crowd work clips about this. Are you actually on sugar daddy sites?
I'm on and off. Like sometimes they're not as. A lot of it is just men looking for prostitutes, and you got to wade through that because a lot of it, I'm like, go to an escort website. Like it's just like Premier in £50, 8 o'clock, and you're like, no,
Good price for Premier.
it's not bad. It's probably more expensive than the room. So there are men who also try to use it like a regular dating site, which we don't
Oh,
get pissed
sorry.
off at.
One sec. Whoa. That was a man saying, I'll give you 50 quid to
Yeah.
come to a Premier Inn at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's not enough money.
No, and also I'm not an escort. So it works best when, because there are a lot of men on there that think, well, I'm taking you for dinner. That's the sugar. And I'm like, no, you should do that anyway. That's basic.
So
Chivalry.
for anyone watching this who is confused, a sugar daddy website is for you to go on and be like, I'm here. And a man just...
You have to tell them what you want. So you have to be very specific. You have to be very like, I'm not a hooker. Don't treat me like that. I'm not looking just to go for dinner. Like, so there have been some guys where it's just been really nice dates, like really high-end dates where they send a car for you, a car brings you home, you go 7-course meal. There is stuff like that. But then there are men that just want company. Like I spent like 3 months with a guy. We just went for dinner once a week and he paid my rent for those 3 months. And there was nothing sexual.
cool.
Nothing sexual.
I'm into that.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely, I think, wanted something sexual, but he didn't have the confidence to just try it. So I was like, I'm just going to go on as many dates as I can until he gets the confidence to try it, and then I'm going to bounce.
Or you could just get a girlfriend because they're expensive as well. You know?
Right? But a lot of
but
the
they're
men on
just
there
not an option.
a lot of the men on there are older divorced Tories. They don't want another woman. They've just been divorced. They don't want...
I'm getting on these. I'm catfishing some divorced Tories, mate.
They want somebody who they can take to events or have at places who it's not going to look like an escort, like somebody who it could look like. So those types of men are the ones that are attracted to me because I'm not in my 20s. And if, a 70-year-old man shows up at like a members club with a 20-year-old, everyone's going to think it's your daughter or you've hired an escort. So I went to a lot of members clubs with a lot of men from those sites.
You are actually being an escort without the sex, like, because you are escorting them to a thing.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like a non...
But that's how dating should be. Like, you should be paid for your time as a woman. I'm sorry, you should be. Like, we go through so much, and I know men are like, well, we don't care about the Botox and the makeup and all that. If women went on strike, we're like, okay, well, we're going to show up on dates as is. Men would be like, okay, here's 100 quid, go get yourself ready before our next date. That's what I believe.
Yeah, but I comb my hair as well. I get me.
£100 a comb.
I get the argument. I totally get the argument. And I actually 100% agree with you, but I'm going to argue with it anyway. Welcome to the show.
No, but it's different for you, though, because you also put in effort. So maybe if you're in a relationship and both people are putting in effort, that's not as much of an argument.
Absolutely.
But a lot of men let themselves go and they still want a woman that looks good. But then if she's like, well, give me money for my nails, they're like, meh, 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 you know?
I get that. See?
So you want to give her 100 quid and then go, but I look great as well. I'll have the 100 quid back.
No,
That's all
150 back.
Yes, you owe me 50
No,
quid.
if you're in an equal relationship and you're both fucking contributing and I'm looking after myself and you're looking after yourself, then everyone should be paying for their own thing.
But see, that's the difference. I don't want to look after myself. Like, listen, I know I'm making myself sound awful. Like, and someone said to me the other day, they were like, I really like that character you've been doing. And I was like, what? They're like, the gold digger. I'm like, yeah, it's character exaggeration. I don't think, like, for me, like I said, I don't think men need to pay for everything, but they do for me. Because for me, if you're not making my life easier, you're making it harder. And I'm in such a place right now where I'm so money motivated that every second of every day, I'm just trying to make money. And if you want to date me and have some time in my life, you need to compensate for that because that's time that I could be out there making money.
And you reckon you've got 2 years and then you're what? You're just going to like exist in the
I'm
wilderness?
going to need a facelift at some point. So I feel like that's going to be within 3 to 5 years. So I have 2 years to find that man that's going to...
And then a year to browse.
And I want to
the
fall in
options.
love. Like, I want to fall in love too. I don't just want somebody just, you know...
It's good if they got
money.
both.
I want both.
Facelifts look like they hurt though, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Probably.
This is honesty though. Like if we're being really honest, if Laura left you or she died in some snowplow accident or something,
Oh
like,
God, she's always playing in the snow. Even in a heat wave, she'll still find it.
like if you could choose your next wife,
Wealthy.
you'd fall in love with
Wealthy.
someone who's also a billionaire, wouldn't you? Or a
Well,
millionaire?
that's the thing. It's like, I'm not going to date a smoker. So it's no different than saying that. I'm not going to date a smoker.
I reckon
so,
if he's got enough money, let him
yeah,
smoke
you
and then
can
he's dead soon.
Fuck whoever he wants if he has enough money, let's be honest. But, you know, there are levels, right? Like, if you're
Yeah.
a billionaire, I don't see anything. Do whatever you
How
want.
much money would a man have to have for you to be okay with him doing smack
Like,
heroin?
it's a tough question.
Yeah, and also not a lot of billionaires smackheads.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't,
For whatever
they're the
reason,
best
and
ones.
I don't know, I haven't done the research. Those two things don't go hand in hand.
I feel like if he's a billionaire that does heroin, he's probably either just got the billions or just started the heroin. And he's on a slippery slope and he's going to die soon.
They're the best to get. Get a smackhead billionaire and wait.
Yeah.
Until they're fucked.
If you are a billionaire, it must be tempting to go, God, I've really had to strive for all of these billions. Why don't I just sell everything and just get on heroin?
Not even
No.
coke, just heroin.
You're all thinking of like street heroin though, aren't you?
Illuminati smack!
We're like the
Richards
ballet
stuff.
stuff with a tray of needles.
Keith Harris
Yeah.
been doing
Richards,
fucking
yeah.
heroin for years.
Keith Harris.
No, but
An Orville. Yeah. He's been sniffing that fucking emu, lad.
I feel like they would probably be skinnier than me if they did heroin, and that would stress me out.
I once had a girl in a nightclub go, when I was dead
You
skinny.
tell me Keith Harris isn't on Sutton, mate. He talks to his hand every day. He's smacked off his shit.
And a billionaire. I once had a girl in a nightclub come up to me, very, very sexually confident, and it was when I was doing loads of pills and dancing, and I was a skinny little bean. And she went, "Oh, I really like you, but I could never sleep with someone who was thinner than me."
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing.
I feel that. And when I was big, most of the guys I dated were thinner because for some reason they were all really tall, skinny guys that liked big women.
Well,
I
some
guess.
of the porn I've watched for research for this interview has, yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? The
Wait,
little,
what type
the
of porn did you watch for research for this interview?
All of the porn. There is
What's my
very few
category? I'm
genres
so
that I'm like
curious.
boring. But it's the little skinny little smackhead looking guys like just thumping it into a decent sized lady.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, it's just mechanics really, isn't
No,
it?
but like
Is two fatties? Is that a kink?
that. No, it's not a kid. That happens, doesn't it?
Everything is someone's kink.
Yeah, of course it is.
Like
But
my
you-
nose.
What you're talking about, like two really big people, you don't see that often, do you?
It's 'cause
You
it's-
hear it. You
Yeah.
smell it.
Like you see like a unit of a fella who's obviously got a bit of dough with a really slim, attractive, and then you see unit women with like really skinny lads.
That's a kink that way round.
Do you think?
I
that's
think they just love mountain climbing.
Do you think they're both kinks? Like,
No, I think a bigger man with a svelte woman, you could think money. But the other way around, I feel is a kink.
Oh, I find that. I think that's one of my least favorite looks in porn, where someone's like massive beer belly, and there's a girl like you can see.
What
it, she's
websites
like,
are you on, brother?
I'm on
All
the
of them.
This is the German ones. The German. Fick me, stick it in me mut. It's.
In all the porn I watch, the fellas are quite in shape.
Yeah, but I'm bored of them. I'm
not
bored of the
watching-
ones
yeah,
where
fat
people are
fellas.
getting paid. I'm
Wow.
into.
I'm not watching fat fellas well.
I actually noticed the other day I was watching porn and I noticed the fella had a bit of chub on him, and I was like, "Go ahead, lad." Like I was happy for him. You know what I mean?
Do you know? I genuinely think, and it's because when you watch porn, you're like, you can't be a fat cunt and still get to do this. You want like lads want to be like, well, you haven't had a donut in 4 years. You don't eat cheeseburgers, so you had to sacrifice. So this is why you get that. When it's a slob, you're like, get off the screen.
Don't they get it just because they've got big willies?
Not all of them have.
But I'm saying like most of them, that man's not attractive. He's just got a massive willy.
I don't think men need to be attractive in porn.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like basically you're just there for your willy, aren't you? The man's just attached.
You have to have a good-looking knob.
Yeah,
And also have the control.
But why would it matter how good looking the knob is if it's mostly men that watch porn? The porn.
it's important.
But wouldn't you, so you would judge?
Yeah.
If you saw like a weird looking
Oh,
willy, you'd
men
be like, I
judge
can't
men's
watch
willies
this.
in porn.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
I hate non-circumcised dicks when it comes to porn. Oh, what are we doing? If I've had to go through the trauma of a circumcision, I don't want to watch that little hooded rat come out.
I never even saw like a non-circumcised dick till I moved to the UK.
Really?
Yeah, it's just not a thing in North America.
So only Dan in this room has been circumcised. All of us are.
I'm Jewish sympathising. I have been since circumcision. And that's not going well recently. but who knew that was going to go wrong?
I like my foreskin.
Yeah, he's my mate. He's
I like your foreskin.
I just like being able to put them away.
Yeah, he's like sheath them.
Tidying up, innit?
You know, have you no preference? No preference. As a lady.
Like I'm gonna say that in this room. I'm not gonna say my preference.
Why?
People get mad.
No, they don't.
Who
What?
gets mad?
I think all penises are beautiful.
Oh, so you don't want to lose some market?
It's a bit of extra work when they're not cut.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like an extra step.
Yeah, because you're playing peekaboo with a bell end.
Yeah. I think it makes it seem more delicate, and I
Where
feel
is
like
he? There he is!
I feel
Where
like I
is
have to be careful.
Right, okay.
Like they just seem more delicate to me. Maybe just because I'm not
Oh
used
no,
to
they're
it
more
or not.
robust.
Much
Okay.
more robust.
Oh no, girl, the fucking way robust. And they
No,
could
he's got a
fucking
big, he's got a jacket on. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's
let's
got a-
go
yeah.
out, lad.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it might be cold. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's what my dick always says. It might be cold.
On your bastard bike, you. So you,
How do you guys feel about Bush then? If we're talking about that,
Oh, I'm starting to get
how
into
do you guys
bush.
feel? Oh, okay,
I'm
like
getting
a
back into
trim.
bush.
okay.
I like a bit of hair trim, but not a
'Cause
bob.
that's-
I've got to
thing,
be
like-
honest with you. Like I'm so regressive with this. I like a fucking waxed type
See,
pussy.
most of the women.
That's the better version, but I don't mind.
It's better.
A lot of women in my generation, we all got all our body hair like lasered off when we were younger, and now all of a sudden they're like, the bush is coming back, and we're like, what the fuck?
George W.
We have to get like a piece or
I
something.
knew you were gonna. As soon as we said Bush, I was like, one of us is saying George W. at some
I
point.
did it in the melee.
I'd already done it. Yeah, I had to.
My bush did 9/11.
But the laser doesn't get rid of all of it, does it? It just
Mostly.
Yeah, I've heard.
Took a lot of it. My back's a lot better these days.
Mostly, but the lasers in North America are a lot stronger than lasers here because it hurts so bad back home, and here it doesn't hurt that much. So I don't know what the difference is.
I had my back lasered.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. More
Very
men need to do
patchy and
stuff
ugly.
like that.
So an ex-girlfriend was like, bought you some lasers. I didn't complete the thing, but it's a lot better.
The back
Great.
bush is coming back though, so you fucked it, haven't you?
I've got a good like chest bush, and I keep like a sort of medium mons pubis.
Sounds like an allotment.
A medium mons pubis. No one's ever said it. What's your mons pubis like? No, but a medium.
But I think everyone has a preference, and like we live in a world now where saying your preference, everyone's like, oh, so women can't have hair on the pussies, eh? It's like, no, you can. I just
You're
won't
not
like it
into
as
it?
much.
Yeah, we're not allowed. Yeah, that's why I hesitate when you ask me about the preference about the penis, because like people get really upset when you express a preference.
They really, really do.
really
And it's a
do.
preference. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
a, like, I don't want coriander on me curry, but I'll still eat it.
That's what he says to him. I like a hairy back on a woman, you know? Let's make it a challenge.
Something to grab onto, innit? Like a climbing frame.
What is the weirdest non-sexual thing someone on a sugar daddy website has asked you?
Non-sexual?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because like you're saying, there's some people who just want to treat you like a prostitute on there, who are like, get here, it's 20 quid or whatever. Like, is there anything someone's said, hey, could you do this and I'll give you some money? And you were just a bit like,
not weird, but one guy, and I couldn't do it just because schedule didn't work out. I think he was gay and didn't want people to know because he was very gay and was like, I'm not gay, but I need a date for these red carpets. And I was like,
Sounds
okay. So we met, but then I ended up booking gigs and I couldn't go with him. But so that was something that I was like, okay, that's interesting.
that is interesting.
Yeah, but
What,
nothing.
like a famous person?
No, he worked, I think he did something in fashion or something.
And he wasn't coming out.
Apparently he's
Jesus,
not gay, but
I
he
reckon he
seems-
should
So he's either
read
not
the
gay or
room.
just very effeminate, which is fine. But he just said he wanted like a date to like come to stuff. So
It's a weird opening to a message, that isn't it? Hey, I'm not gay, but will you, a woman, be my date for this thing? It's like, I wasn't ever going to think you were gay before you brought that up.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
that is-
so that's strange. But I've had weird requests. Like I've had guys that just want me to leave sexy voice notes.
I
and
get
they'll
that.
they'll send me money.
That's
I-
quite common now, isn't it? The
Yeah,
voice
so I
note.
get money from that sometimes. They'll be like, "Can you just leave me like a couple?" And I'm like, "Okay," and then they'll send me.
I think if I
Funny.
asked for something like that, I'd just get a woman to tell me I don't have to do the chores.
What, just like ASMR?
Just like, hey, babe,
You just sit
I know,
down.
You just sit down. I know I said that when I get home from work tonight, I wanted the bins taken out and the dishes doing, but don't worry about that. I'll do them tomorrow. You just watch the match and
Yeah, but what happens when your actual
Have a
partner
curry.
asks you and you go, no, I'm gone.
But I was thinking about this. I want to start a business where online girlfriends.
I know it's quite common now, isn't
Yeah.
it? For OnlyFans girls to do the girlfriend. We had an OnlyFans guest and she said she does the girlfriend experience.
I get like I've never done OnlyFans. I don't do that kind of stuff, but I get asked to do that stuff all the time, and it's a slippery slope. But I see how much money they make, and I wish that I
Aren't you? I
do
mean,
it, I
you're
just
sort
can't.
of like OnlyFans adjacent with the sugar daddy thing.
no, because I'm not like
No.
posting nude videos of myself.
No,
or-
but are all OnlyFans just doing porn? Aren't some of them doing like?
I knew
I
some
mean, we know
people-
someone who's doing a niche thing that.
maybe if it's niche, maybe. But I know some people who tried to do it for comedy, and their DMs were just men being like, "Show me your tits." Like it was just very. It ended
Yeah, yeah.
up.
Well,
some of them ended up-
OnlyFans pushed for that, didn't they?
Some of them
They were
ended
like
up pivoting into the porn side of it, and some of them were like, "This is stupid. I'm gonna."
they
delete my
pushed.
account."
I think didn't they sponsor Thomas Green or like
no, they've done a few comedy nights yet.
where
didn't
they're
they?
like, we're not just for porn.
Yeah,
and you're
and
like, guys,
those ones they
you
were
are.
really kind of pushing to make it more not just for porn, because I know some of the comics who did that, and they told them, you could do whatever you want with your OnlyFans, but please don't post porn because we're really trying to make it like not just a porn site.
Yeah, they want it to be like Patreon,
Yeah.
but it's
It's OnlyFans is synonymous with sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've definitely like, it's tempting, but I just don't. That's definitely not for me.
Yeah, no, and it's a totally different thing. I think maybe you've got a slight misunderstanding of the sugar daddy thing. It's men who want to go on dates but don't necessarily want a committed partner, but they're just willing to pay to have the time of a attractive woman.
There are some men that do want sex for sure,
Yeah.
and they're upfront about that, and I appreciate that. And I think if I went on a date with somebody and I liked them, yeah, I might sleep with them, and if they pay me, cool. But I'm not going to sleep with somebody just for money. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
if somebody
yeah.
was like, "Hey, I'll give you £1,000 if you fuck me," and it's somebody that I would never touch, I'm not going to do it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just don't have it in me to fake it, and I wish I did. Like I don't have it in me to be like, "Oh yeah, I love you. You're so
million?
like I just can't."
$1 million?
Yeah, I do it for $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
You'd be faking that shit easily.
Nobody's paying £1 million for this. Let's be honest, that's not happening.
I don't know, I don't think there's a person on the planet that I wouldn't fuck for $1 million. A person. I don't think there's a single person on the planet.
Alex
Really?
Ferguson.
I'd bum him for free.
Bend them over.
Sir Alex Ferguson bums you.
No,
Oh, there you go.
that's not what I said. I said I'd
so
fuck them.
you get fucked.
right.
I'm not getting fucked by Alex Ferguson.
Wait, do you want to fuck or get fucked?
I
You
want to
wanna
fuck.
Okay,
Could be anyone's arsehole.
for $1
that.
million.
Sir
Raymond
Alex,
van Barneveld.
Sir Alex Ferguson's arsehole could be anyone's arsehole.
What about $500,000?
I'd honestly, Alex Ferguson, I'd do for like 25 grand just to say,
Phil Taylor.
back on our perch, brother. What?
Phil Taylor.
Yeah. For $1 million.
Carl's doing darts players.
£1 million? I've got a house to do up.
That's the house that Phil built.
Do you all have women? Do you all have significant others?
Married now.
You're married.
Bash.
You're married.
He married a month today.
Months away, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
He's married. Finn, you single?
He's looking for love. Finn's looking for love. I mean, by not.
How's
hard.
the love life at the minute, Finn?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah?
Do you when you take girls on dates, do you pay?
First one normally, and then see what they're saying. But if they don't offer a card, I will pay. If
Okay.
that helps. Does it help?
I think
Do
that's
you
the
think
way.
the fella should always pay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
But what about what? So you don't even do the fake thing of we'll go
No,
halves.
I stopped doing that. I used to do it, and then I decided that I'm not doing it anymore because I'm very specific about the type of man that I look. I'm a feminist, okay? I'm just really broke. I need to make that very clear. Like I'm a modern woman, but I can only afford to date a traditional man at this point in my life. Okay,
Shouldn't it be the person who organised the date?
yeah, but I'm not also not going
No,
to.
but if I ask you on a
yeah.
date, I'm paying. If you ask me, I'm not fucking paying if you ask me.
Yeah.
You
I don't
asked
think she
me?
is.
But you... Like, if you asked me and I said yes, and it was like cool, yeah.
Whoever books Laser Quest should pay for it.
Whoever's taking who on a date, he's taking me on a date. He asked.
I'm telling you right now, if I was a single man and a girl said to me, "Do you want to go to the Laser Quest?" I'll pay, even if she's
Yes,
Right? Like I went on a date last week and I was like, oh, we should do something fun like mini golfing or whatever. And that was the one time that I offered to pay. I wanted to see how he would take it. And he was like, no, absolutely not. And I was like, there you go.
What did you do that was fun?
Mini
Not
golf.
laser- Oh, you actually did the mini
Yeah,
golf?
it was really fun.
Did he beat you?
right.
No, I won.
Oh.
I'm pretty good at mini golf.
He's
though.
got to pay
I'm
then. hasn't
really
he?
good at mini golf.
You pay as well, baby. You won.
Is that where I've been going wrong then, or is this?
Yeah.
Is that are you in the
At
minority?
least pay for the first 3 dates and then maybe have the discussion on what their expectations are in terms of finances in a relationship.
If you're going out for drinks, you're just getting rounds in. Not on the first one, but after that, you're doing
How old are
like
you?
26.
You got a few years left of getting away with this.
He's
More
also
mini
a
golf.
struggling musician.
Okay, that's different. That's different because you're also dating women probably around your age.
He's not struggling at all.
I'm down on my luck.
I don't know. Maybe it's different
play
in your
you a
20s.
song.
Maybe it's different in your 20s. Maybe I would be more accepting in my 20s, but I think I just don't have time to wait.
It's all right.
Are you a musician? You're just not struggling? Is that what you're
struggling at
laughing
all.
I'm
at?
all
He's
right.
doing
I'm
really
doing the cavern next week.
Oh.
I'm doing good.
I'm doing really well.
So you can afford to pay for the dates.
No.
He's not doing that well.
No.
He can afford his pot. Loves a bit of pot.
Correct.
I went on a date with a girl last year, and she very upfrontly straight away was like, "Just so you know, I'm not one of these modern women." She was like, "Can I expect you to pay for everything if we go out?" And I was like, "Yeah, sound."
Great. See, wouldn't you appreciate that honesty right off the bat?
Yeah.
Totally.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I think. And some people find it refreshing and other people are just like, no. Like a few guys I met, I didn't tell them I was a comic. And then they found me, they Googled me and they saw all the sugar daddy stuff and they were like, no, absolutely not. I'm out of here. So I definitely have to be a bit cognizant of that because I just put everything online. And then some people, if they find it funny and they'll still want to go out, or other people are like, no.
Do you Google people? I mean, I've serial monogamous married. Do you Google people who you date?
Yeah, of course.
Long time listener, first time. Serial monogamous. Well known for it.
But I mean, you
Cereal? Two?
No, but that's the definition of serial monogamy, isn't it?
What?
I've never heard someone describe themselves as a serial monogamous.
Serial
before.
monogamous. I'm a serial thingy. Because I go from relationship.
Oh, you a relationship jumper?
I mean, not anymore. Not anymore. It's
he's
clear.
landed now.
Yeah.
Do you Google people who you date?
Yes,
Of course you do.
of course.
What if it's a murderer? What if it's Carol Baskin?
What if it's a monster under your bed?
What if they've got a wicked
You would go out. I don't think you would go out with Carol
Google it and
Baskin.
go, that's Carol Baskin.
You'd go out with Carol Baskin.
Oh, I would fuck Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'd ask her where he went.
Yeah, but it's well worth a Google.
What if they're not famous? What if they've got the same name as a dentist in New Jersey or something? What's the point
Well,
of the
there you
Google?
go.
You can find the photo.
Type in Liverpool or
Yeah.
Preston.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you find their photos anyway on Instagram? You don't really need to Google
No,
them
but there
for
could be
that.
like an echo
No, but
article.
an Echo article.
Stabbed
Woman
her
kills
brother.
4 of her ex-husbands. Spared prison by lenient judge. And now we're in fucking... Let's ask her together.
Have you
Don't
ever
go.
had like people you're dating find clips where you've talked about them?
No, I'm normally like... It's normally after the relationship I do the best.
You just quite big bits as well.
I had because I went out with that older sugar daddy. He invited me away for a weekend, and I was like, no, he's gonna want sex. I can't go. And I told a guy friend, and he was like, how much was he gonna give you? I was like, £2,000. He's like, I'll give you the money. Like, don't go. Like, just take the money. And I was like, okay. So I took the money, and then I went anyway. And I went for an hour, and I was like, I'm sorry, I don't want to go through this. And then the guy gave me the £2,000 anyway, so I made like double the money.
Cash.
Yeah. And then I told that story on stage, and the guy who gave me the money not to go heard it. And he did not take kindly to that. He's like, oh, so I'm the sucker that paid you not to go and you went anyway. And I was like, that's just a joke. I just thought that would be funny if I did do that.
Yeah, I've done that. I've lied as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
he
no,
is
I'm
the
just joking
sucker?
about it.
He is. He is a sucker, isn't he?
A stalker.
A sucker.
Oh, sucker. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck, you should watch
grand.
this. It's not you. This is a bit. I know it seems coincidental. It's a joke. I wrote this bit for the podcast.
Michelle, do you podcast for free?
What do you mean podcast for free?
I mean, is this free?
Oh, no. No. Everybody's going down on me before I leave. I'm joking.
That is free, though.
The best things in life.
I brought my bush wig. Don't worry. No, I'm getting paid for this, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 quid.
11 quid?
11 quid.
That's good. I can do that.
Yeah. Bowling.
Should we have a break?
We should probably have a break. Yeah.
Some socks.
Let's have a break.
Let's put a love honey advert in. What's happening, lads? Time to tell you about my absolute favourite sponsor, NordVPN.com, the best VPN in the game. And if you go to NordVPN.com/have-a-word, you get a huge discount off both the 1 year and the 2 year plans with 4 months for free. You love VPNs, Dan, don't you?
Now, I'm hard of remembering. So just talk me through exactly what a VPN is.
Well, a VPN can actually make your computer hard of remembering because it can give you security, which means the cookies don't always apply. And on top of that, it's basically a digital passport to go gallivanting around the globe. And that means you can set your laptop or PC or whatever you like to be in whatever country you want. So, do you want to watch a Premier League game? Maybe it's not being shown in the UK, but it is being shown in Bolivia. Maybe you want to watch a certain movie. It's not on British Netflix. It's not on British Disney, but it is on both of them in Timbuktu. NordVPN.com/have-a-word for huge discounts off 1 and 2 year plans and 4 months extra free. That's an advert. Michelle. Shelley. Does anyone call you Shelley?
No, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very common
I like
shortening
it.
over here.
I get
Shelley Shaughnessy.
Mitch a lot, and I'd prefer Shelley.
Yeah, because Mitch sounds like a trucker.
Yeah, it does sound like a trucker.
Shelley
Yeah.
Shaughnessy rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Should I change my name for stage? Should I be Shelley?
Shelley Shaughnessy.
The
works.
sugar
I think that
daddies
works,
won't
and then
find you
that'll stop people Googling you from these sites, finding out what you do.
Well, if you Google Shelley Shaughnessy, you're still going to find Michelle Shaughnessy.
That could be your wrestling name, Sugar Baby Shelley Shaughnessy.
I love that.
That's
Yes.
By the way,
Oh
the
my
fact
God.
you did that without like missing a syllable there was
Let's do this. Okay. I think I'm
Just to let you know,
rebranding into a wrestler.
I googled it and it's not come up with you. It's come up with an author called Shelley Shaughnessy.
Fuck
Fuck
her.
that author.
Fuck her.
But
If
it's
you
good
also
if
Google
you wanna- if you
Michelle
wanna be
Shaughnessy.
Frankenstein.
covert.
No, that's Mary Shelley.
There's also a woman named Michelle Shaughnessy who wins a lot of prizes for her cattle. So I get her Google alerts
Tits.
a lot.
Oh, the
No,
cattle
that's
on
me.
air, mate. Oh, that's a new one. Write that down. You're going on tour.
I'm technically on tour.
You're on
It's a
tour
very
now.
small tour, just to kind of get my feet wet in the UK and see if I have a fan base. I don't. Spoiler alert. So it's been fun,
Yeah.
challenging, but
Where
I'm
you
enjoying
going?
it. So I'm doing here. I don't have the date yet. I will have the date by the end of the week. It's going to be September or October in Liverpool. I have Birmingham. I have Southampton. I have
What's your website?
Hemel Hempstead, michellesfunny.com, michellesfunny.com. Hemel Hempstead. I can't pronounce this. Chelmsford.
That's right.
You can.
Did I say it? Oh God, I've been trying so hard because I had to do a promo video for it. And they kept sending it back and being like, "You're not saying it right." And I was like, "I'm saying it."
Go to michellesfunny.com
yeah.
and check out all the dates there. You said it's been a bit challenging. So have you put this tour together yourself?
I have help. So I'm working with RBM on promotion, and they're great for that. But it's still hard, I think, when you realize that it's you that aren't selling the tickets. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like a club show where there's 4 or 5 of you on the bill and you're like, oh, barely many people came.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, barely any people came for me. Like, that's just different.
Yeah.
It's different. And I feel pressure.
Yeah. It's the first tour when you haven't had something to catalyze that
That's
tour.
the thing. And
Is
everybody's on tour right now.
Yeah.
everybody.
So it's been really difficult because even like some of the clubs that I tried to do shows in, they were like, we have too many and we can't even give away tickets. Like we're oversaturated essentially. So that's been tough. But I think it's good for me to do just because I am trying to I want to work on the next hour. And so I got to get this one out of my brain.
Absolutely.
But it's difficult because I did it for the first time last week at Angel and I hadn't done it since the Fringe. And it's just weird how much your life changes in a certain amount of time. Because now some of the stuff I'm like, well, it doesn't feel authentic anymore.
Yeah, you don't
and then
wanna
you
say
want
it.
to change
Yeah.
it, but then you don't want to change it because you're like, well, that will be for the next show.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that
yeah.
I'm struggling with.
Yeah. I think just my advice with that sort of stuff, not that you've asked for it, is just try and do whatever feels right and you will write other stuff for the next show.
Yeah,
So
I
if you've
have
got
other
something
stuff,
that feels
yeah.
more authentic now, do it now.
Thank you. I
Because by
needed
the
to hear
time
that.
you do the next show, it might not be relevant
Yeah.
then.
That's good
You don't want to
advice.
save something and then get round to the thing you've saved it for and then go, oh, I don't even like that anymore.
Yeah.
Because then you're constantly doing what you should have been doing a year before.
That's fair. Yeah, you're right. I needed to hear that because I've been really hesitant.
Anything you've got now, just do it. You'll
Yeah.
feel so much better for it.
Yeah.
Especially once you've done the show, into double figures and stuff, if you're every night of the week saying something you really don't believe or don't
that's a
identify
really good
with,
point.
and you're not even doing it to be provocative, you're selling it as this is what I actually think, or this is how I actually feel, or whatever emotion you want to attach to it. If you're doing that every night, you'll just want to blow your fucking head off by the end of the
I mean, I
run.
do most nights anyway. For being a real
Maybe
here.
this is why.
Life's really tough. Maybe that's why. So it's been different, but it's been good different, if that makes sense. Like, because I just felt, I kept waiting. I remember the first time I met you, we did a weekend at the store, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I had said, we were talking about stuff, and I had said that I couldn't get an agent, and you were like, stop trying, who cares? Like, just do your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that really stuck with me, because I spent so much time being upset that nobody wanted me here, And then I was like, I'm just going to try. And then I started posting clips and started a podcast and did, and that actually my numbers have gone up. And I'm like, oh, I just had to like put stuff out.
Yeah.
But I think I just felt like I needed to wait for somebody to come and be like, hey, this is what we're going to do with you,
Yeah. It's just the old fashioned, we've all done that. Like, I didn't always have that attitude.
Well, it's because when we started comedy, we didn't have this like clips. Like,
No.
I don't know when you started, but I assume it was a while ago too. When we started, it was just be funny.
When did you start?
Oh God, it's been a long time. Like 18 years?
Yeah, so I'm 15 this year. So
I
2010.
say 18, but for the first 3 years, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
So 15 properly, but
How long
it
have
was
you been gone?
46. So it was telegrams when I started.
carrier pigeon jokes.
Yeah.
You had a great bit on the wireless, didn't you? Just I love the wireless, didn't you?
So I think we just were bred, just be funny. And then somewhere along the line that changed, and you either got to roll with the changes or you don't. And I just didn't roll with the changes for too long.
Yeah, everyone's just had to become a businessman as well as and a clip maker and a graphic designer and everything. Because otherwise you're going to be paying an agent 20% on top of all that to get someone to do all that stuff. Yeah.
The two jobs that I've got that weren't stand-up in this country, I did a writing job and a bunch of advertisements, like commercials. I just got those because someone saw me at a club.
Yeah.
So the two things that I booked that would have been stuff that I'm like, oh, I need an agent for that. I just booked it because they like what I did on stage.
I had an agent for a while, or manager, depending on what you sort of term you use, because they can be separated as well. And they got me quite a bit of stuff. And I had to admit, when that manager left the industry, I got offered to stay within the management company with a different manager or sign with a couple of different other people. And I just had to look at what was happening with this podcast and my own stuff and the stuff I was earning for myself and be like, is what they're getting me worth 20% of everything I'm getting myself?
Right.
Because when you sign with someone, they take 20% of everything. It's not 20% of what they get you. It's fucking 20% of everything. I had a meeting with one manager, and the manager in question was like, if you sign with me, it's 30% because I'm the best.
Probably know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, it would include your podcast.
I know exactly who that is. Yeah. And that's problematic.
But the conversation was killed dead when I said, if I owned a bakery, would I have to give you 30% of all the cakes we sold? And the manager was like, no, you wouldn't have to do that. That's different. And I was like, well, it isn't. The podcast is a production company that I own equity in. I get paid dividends from a business. I'm not taking a wage from a podcast.
Yeah.
It's a business that I'm a shareholder of. And that was the end of that conversation. And then I just thought, I'm not signing with anyone.
And
That makes sense.
just for those who don't know the industry, that manager was Neil Warnock. Sorry. He's had success. He's had so many promotions. Should we do some advice?
Yes.
I think Michelle, old fucking sugar baby Shelley Shaughnessy, it does work, doesn't it?
That works too good. I need something like helps blind children, Shaughnessy. Like, I need something.
That should be genuinely, because you're not going to be a wrestler, I don't think. But that should genuinely be your next tour show title.
Okay.
Sugar baby Shelley Shaughnessy.
Hit me up and I'll let you use it for, a little bit of...
And the poster
30%.
The poster could be you as a wrestler, but with like sort of really glamorous things.
I feel like we're coming up with some really good ideas here.
This
There
is
you go. You can produce it.
Bash.
all he's ever wanted. This is
40% of everything, including your
wow,
cakes.
you're 70% down here.
Even my cakes.
This is from Anonymous. I need some help here. I've recently split from a lady that I've been seeing for about 6 months. We had great chemistry, had a good time for the most part, and the sex was tremendous. But the lows were pretty bad. Mental arguments out of fucking nowhere and a ton of weird jealousy about stuff that happened well before we met. After going back and forth, we've finally broken up, but I need help because I'm so close to messaging her again. What advice can you give here? I want to make this breakup stick, but need some coping mechanisms. How do I stay away from the crazy who's great in bed?
Find some other good sex.
That's hard, though, you know.
Like, yeah,
Like, you've got lucky in your life.
absolutely.
You found the love of your life when you were 9 or whatever it was.
And you're a serial monogamist, so that worked.
Serial monogamous. That worked, you know. One shot, one kill.
Yeah.
And I imagine the sex is all right.
Sex is great.
Oh, it's
There you go.
good, isn't it?
Right. So you've got lucky because sometimes, as a single man, you know, I once slept with 6 women in 1 year. Right.
Rough estimate.
And I'm telling you, some of them
It was more than 6, by the way. Just so you know.
It was 7.
wasn't. It was 6. You make me out to be this big whore. I'm
You were
not.
being a dirty boy that year.
6.
It was 6 in the first quarter.
It was
Wow.
6.
You doing his
You've gone
VAT?
too far now.
It was
disgusting.
6, okay?
Have you
and
no
I'm telling you,
self-respect?
most of them, bag of spuds, mate. They just fucking lie there and expect you to fucking do all the graft.
Mad that.
As opposed to what?
But one of them
As
was...
opposed to fucking, you know, getting involved.
Right.
Doing some hip action.
Get involved, move around, you know.
Was there foreplay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm a competitive little fuck, Michelle, right? So when I'm with a woman, she is coming, whether she likes it or
Okay.
not.
That's a
That
weird
is-
threat, isn't it?
They always
Very
want
progressive
to-
threat.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm, you know, deliberate. Like not deliberate.
Aggressive.
No,
Determined.
Determined.
That's good. Not a lot of men have that attitude.
I'm
I
too
don't think I could finish She Never and just get on with my day. I'd feel like,
I have done that as well.
no, but I don't know, I'd be like, oh, you feel like a bit of don't you feel like a bit of a dickhead?
Yes,
So
yeah.
This guy that wrote in though, it sounds like he still likes her though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
sounds
but
like
she's
he's-
not good for him.
But why isn't she good for him? See,
Because she's mental. You can. I've been there. I have been there.
yeah,
They're crazy, scary ladies, and they suck your willy so well.
I
but that's
guarantee
not
you.
enough.
No, I guarantee you, she's jealous about something that makes sense. Because we're just like his word on it is, oh, from stuff in the past. What was that stuff in the past? Do you still follow that girl on Instagram? These are all things that a woman should have.
you've got to still follow your ex on Instagram, see what they're up to. See who they're fucking with now. What's that cunt doing? You know?
We all do that, don't we?
That's nothing to be jealous about.
Do you have to? Faye.
No, but if your lady said unfollow this person, it makes me uncomfortable. Wouldn't you unfollow them?
Oh, we've had this debate.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. Old Shelley's
if
found
it
the
was
truth.
someone I'd been with in the past, yes, I would.
Okay.
Because I'd understand that. But if it was someone else, if it was just an attractive person,
Like
that
me? No, I'm joking.
yeah. But like, for example, if my missus went, "You've got to unfollow Michelle," I'd go, "No."
And that
Yeah, and if
we
my
are-
missus
that's
said,
different,
if
'cause
my
that's-
missus said to me, "You've got to unfollow Janine Harouni," I'd say no.
But that's also
No.
a colleague who you work with who you need to be able to contact with. The argument was we had an OnlyFans, come back to that, an OnlyFans girl who was a guest. And it was whether we should be following her or not. Because she isn't a colleague and she only posts.
But she's been on the pod.
She's been
so
on the
she is
pod,
a colleague.
though.
And it's just because of what she does for work.
And a friend.
It's,
I would think it was-
it's literally discrimination against sex work.
I would feel if I did a pod and somebody didn't follow me after,
is.
I'd
It
feel
is,
rude.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck it,
It is though. That is
It
though.
is, though.
It is though. It's you're saying
You're like, what's
yeah.
really funny about this is you are so unbelievably wrong on
No,
it.
it's
You
an
are wrong.
opinion. You think I'm wrong. You
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you're
but
right.
like the right opinion to have is yours is so wrong.
The argument was that she only posts sexual content.
is
So
new.
why? Lloyd Griffith.
Love
It's
that.
going to go down really well.
The opinion was she only posts sexual content. So why am I following?
You can also follow somebody and then just mute it so you don't see that stuff.
Why are you
right?
following them?
Because it's polite. She was a guest. She made the time to come down here and be a guest on your show. I would feel hurt if you guys all better fucking follow me after this. We're gonna have some fucking problems. Okay.
I don't follow anyone.
I'd feel hurt. Do it now.
You follow you back.
They've been on the pod.
Yeah, that's your argument, though. What I'm saying.
Did you follow her and had to unfollow her, or did you not follow her?
So I was following her, and she went, "That makes me uncomfortable because she only posts sexual content." I went, "Okay, cool. It's not worth the argument for me to."
I get that, but also at the same time, to unfollow her. If I noticed that I did your podcast and you unfollowed me after, I would be like, "What did I do?"
But if she asked me in person, I'd go, "Yeah, because you post your tits all the time," and my wife wasn't comfortable with it, and she would understand that.
That's fair.
Yeah, she probably would.
I just don't like. I'm a jealous person, but stuff like that doesn't make me jealous.
Yeah, because you don't post your tits every day.
No,
I don't know if you do.
Do you not?
Maybe I should
Unfollowed.
start. No,
what I mean?
because my husband was on a TV show for a really long time. So he would often just get women like send naked photos like in DMs and stuff. And I thought it was great.
He was Magnum PI.
Shit.
He didn't even know that.
Tom Selleck.
He didn't even know about it. So he got. I was like, do you
He
ever?
didn't even know he was on a TV
no,
show.
we were
It was
talking.
Crime
No,
Watch.
he was on a show called Degrassi, which wasn't popular here, but it was popular everywhere else in the world. And it was like
What was it called?
It's called Degrassi.
Degrassi.
Yeah.
Your missus.
Google him. Can we see what he looks like? Is he a beautiful man?
Yeah, go ahead, Google him.
What's his name?
Okay.
Stefan Brogren. He's great. I still love him. We're still friends, but he didn't notice that you have a request bin on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, "What is all this?" I'm like, "Go in it." And it was so many women being like, "Here's my tits. Here's this." I love
He's a
you on
good
the show.
looking. He's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's fine. You know, he's your ex. You can do better.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do as well. You can't
That's
go,
the problem.
You let
though.
him go.
The problem is that we are friends. So when I go home and we're supposed to be dealing with stuff, we just end up getting stoned and playing Mario Kart and having a good time. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean?
God,
So it's
that
difficult.
sounds
By the way,
It
I
wasn't
thought
like-
you were about to say have sex then.
No,
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 I
we
go home,
don't.
you know, we get stoned and
We
play
don't. We
Mario
just get
Kart.
stoned and play Mario Kart and just shoot the shit like we're best buddies. That's the problem. Because
Why are you getting divorced?
So
then?
what was the weight? Why? Like, I mean, that's a mad question. But what was the other bit?
Mario
want-
Kart
We
and
just
pot?
do that all the time?
That sounds class to me.
we just want different things. He doesn't want to live here. I don't want to move back to Canada, you know?
Fair.
So we just want different things. Like he's never going to live here. And so we tried the like going back and forth and that just doesn't make sense. So
Fair.
we just want different things.
Do you not like Canada?
Something I don't like Canada. There's just nothing for me there. Like once you get into your place in the comedy circuit there and you headline the clubs, which is different than here because when you're headline there, you do 45 minutes. So it's very different. And once you do that, you can headline every club, definitely once a year, maybe every 8 months if they like you. And then one other time you could have a full weekend as an MC. So then it just becomes this repetitive thing where you're doing the same circle of clubs year after year. And it just felt like my life was going in circles and doing the same things over and over again. And I just freaked out and I was like, I have to get out of here.
That is genuinely how you were feeling about the UK circuit, isn't it? You said that before.
Yeah, because I've been going 20 years and I didn't know.
That's how I felt.
The word circuit becomes really apt after a while. Where
That's
you're
how I
like,
felt.
wow,
I felt
here we
like
go.
I was just very monotonous. I was like, I don't feel like I'm progressing. I don't feel, and I'd see the same headliners that were headliners when I started. And I'm like, they're still doing the same 45 minutes. There's not that fire under your ass there to do a new hour. It's not like here. So I needed something. I needed something more to like work hard and bring the love for comedy back again.
Yeah, that's why I started playing the ukulele. Just change it up, you know what I mean?
No joke,
New
you did
direction.
that.
It's artistic.
he actually did start playing the ukulele for a bit. It's really embarrassing, year of his life.
I'm doing it next week on a special as well.
Well, how did you get into it? Why did you pick it up?
What? For the girls.
That makes sense. You were getting too many of them. You wanted to use them.
Yeah,
I don't know
Yeah.
if you've heard about ukulele pussy, but
That's the next name of your special.
shall we do some?
Ukulele.
Wait, I feel, but we didn't give this guy any real advice.
No, just be
don't do
careful,
that.
mate.
We don't
Walk
do that.
away. Don't marry them. Just marry a nice person who you love.
Go
You
back
need-
to
you
her.
need to
She
go
sounds
wild.
nice. Give her another chance. Go back to her. The sex is good. Deal with it later.
Shelley's are crazy.
I would argue that it depends how mental she is and how good the sex is. There's like a graph, isn't there?
There is a graph.
It's the hot crazy scale.
Yeah.
So you can be as crazy as you are good in bed, but you can't be more crazy than you are good in bed.
Oh,
And
100%.
the absolute dream is an absolute fucking psycho in the bed who's just like,
Yeah, Dua Lipa could do a poo on my car bonnet, and I'd be like, oh, I'll wash it off.
Poo on your car bonnet.
Yeah,
I'll do it for 10 quid. No, I'm joking.
everything's got a price. Costs
Hang on, is he
30 quid
paying
to clean
you?
it.
He's paying you.
Of course.
Do I have to be there?
you see that woman who got arrested this week for
Shitting on the car.
shitting on the
That
car?
was the best. Explosive diarrhea.
Who's
So
Explosive.
there was like road rage between two cars.
America.
of course.
And she literally, she's screaming at the other woman who's in the other car behind her. And she goes, do you know what? And she walks right over to her car, pulls her kicks down. Explosive diarrhea all over the car bonnet, and then drives home. And the police turn up at her house.
Is that illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indecent exposure.
I think
it
it's
illegal?
just shitting on a car.
I think she was charged for like incitement or something, like aggravation, some sort of
Yeah.
aggravation.
Yeah.
It's class, the fact she had that poo ready to go, mate.
That's someone with IBS right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
the
yeah.
lesson is don't argue with Adam in traffic.
It's a
Because
known lesson anyway.
there is a threat. Shall we do some executive orders? And we've got a new jingle.
This ain't just any order. This is an executive order.
You can't hear it.
Can we? You know
Finn spent 2 hours on that.
You need to hear that.
I want to hear this.
Hold on.
This ain't just any order. This is an executive order. Ow!
Yep, that's the one. Right, so
I'm so good at voices.
Was that you? I had no idea.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I could tell.
Oh.
have you got any executive orders, Michelle? Have you got anything that you would like, if you were the president of the world, what would you push through?
I think this is going to be controversial. And I thought a lot about this because I think it would be hard to implement. But I think women should pay less for rent and they should get free transit.
What?
Right.
Why?
Free trains and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay for anything, Michelle?
No.
you know what I
Well, I
mean?
also think women statistically make less, right?
Apparently.
Apparently.
That's what they
So
say.
shouldn't it just be?
Sorry.
Shouldn't it just be a percentage then that you pay a percentage less than us?
Yeah. Percentage less.
Oh, not for free.
Not for free. I think that we should have a percentage less. I do think transit should be free for women and children.
Children are
Yeah.
free.
But why, though? Just because of the pay gap?
I think the pay gap, I think that would be a good start for sure.
But let's say me and you both work in the same branch of B&Q, right? And we're on the same hourly wage. Why do you pay less then?
Well, because you have to pay, you don't have to buy tampons every month.
They should be free.
You don't have to put on makeup. You don't have to do mascara.
You don't know about my nosebleeds, are?
That's true, actually. I don't.
If you go in our
See, I knew
toilet
you guys
seat,
were going to be combative on this. I knew that I was going to reach.
we
a little bit
provide
of a-
free tampons for all of our guests and have
Do
a
we?
studio. There's tampons in our toilet, yeah.
We're so sound.
I would have scheduled this for when I'm on my period. If I knew that.
Please don't steal them.
Literally losing money. No, I think that, okay, you know the old fashioned like women and children first? Mm-hmm. I think we need to bring that back a little bit.
Bollocks, mate. So if a boat crashes, I die. Why?
Because you can't produce more kids.
Do you think, so you think your life is more important than like a child?
No.
I do think my life
Yeah,
is more important than a child.
absolutely.
I expect that from you. I had high hopes for it.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? What's
Like,
a child going to do?
If let's say like there's like a nuclear Armageddon of some sort, right? And it's me or the children. I'm much more useful to rebuild society
That's a fact.
than some fucking 8-year-old who
Would
loves
you
Lego.
want to survive a nuclear Armageddon though?
Just to
That's
see
not the
what it was
point.
like.
That's
Okay.
irrelevant.
Fair.
No, I don't. But I'm selfless, Michelle. So I want to live and kill the kids.
Rebuilding the Earth
If
mid-century
you're on a
modern.
cruise ship and
Oh, I want to see the coffee table I ordered last night, bro.
if you're on a cruise ship and it crashes, you like why get in the boat with the kids? Fuck the men.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Am I supposed to stay on till the ship sinks?
No,
Wouldn't
but
you feel embarrassed as a man if you saw me there helping and wouldn't you be like, ma'am, get in this boat, save your life?
Yeah, I'll put you in it, but then I'm getting in it.
Just get everyone in the boats.
I mean, there should be enough
It's
boats.
first,
in
There should
it's
be
first
enough
come,
boats.
first served.
Yeah.
And you're stronger than women
Okay,
and
so what
children.
about this? Instead of women paying less, what if everybody has affordable rent based on what their income is?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
that's
Is that
a
better?
bet. That's much better. Socialism.
What do you think of the
You
thing?
guys, I think I'm growing up.
What do you think of the thing?
And then
in
all these
Finland?
OnlyFans girls earning millions, mate. They could be paying for my fucking gaff, can't they?
What do you
You're
think?
doing
of,
all right, though, Adam. So this is going to hurt
I think
you
I
as
just
well.
let me phrase something. I didn't know how hard it was going to be to survive in London and make money and survive. That's why
Yeah, but
I'm
you don't
so
have to live in
money-focused
London
right now.
Do you know how cheap it is in Coventry, girl? Do you know how cheap it is in Nottingham?
I
in
don't.
Chrill?
I don't
in
drive.
Preston? In Carlisle? Over to the left.
You could be the whole comedy circuit in Wigan. You'd really stand out.
What
Oh
do
my
you think?
God! What if I just become like the it girl in Wigan?
Miss Wigan.
Just go. You will be.
You've got to do is change trains there. You'll do that. That's all you've got to do. Go to Edinburgh on the train.
What do you think of the Finnish thing where you get? So say you get a driving ticket. Say you get a driving ticket and you earn loads of money, and then someone who doesn't and you pay the same. In some European countries, it's a percentage of your wage.
I like
Bollocks.
that.
Bollocks.
No, I like that. I think that's smart.
No.
Yeah, because someone who's a millionaire can go, fuck it, I'll park outside there. I can pay
Exactly.
that.
And they
You
might
don't have
make
to be a
them think
millionaire to
little
do
bit.
that because I'm not a millionaire and I do that.
I know you do
also
that.
I
Because
feel-
sometimes it's cheaper. No one tells you this.
Yeah.
Like a parking ticket's 50 quid, 25 quid if you pay it within 14 days. Like, the Q Park's 30 quid.
This is what they're saying. So if you're a millionaire and you think like that,
You should be paying
you
more.
get a $3,000
No,
parking
fuck
ticket.
that. No.
Yeah.
No.
But listen, if
This is why they've
No,
implemented
just
it.
because I've figured this out doesn't mean you're
because think of
taxing
it,
me
if
for being
everybody did
clever.
what you did, there'd be nowhere to park, and the streets would be overrun with cars where they're not supposed to
Yeah,
be.
but no one's as clever as me.
I
So
don't-
it's not going to
There
happen.
you go.
But like if you
Apart from the
get caught-
finish.
if you get caught speeding, it could be like you had a $5,000 fine if you are, driving a Lamborghini. It's not fair that you pay the same as someone who can just.
No, it's not. And that's actually a really good system to bring money into like the economy.
Do you think we should get rid of points on a license in exchange for just fines? So you can just speed as much as you want as long as you got the dough to pay
Isn't
for
that
it.
America? Isn't
I
it just
think
a
so,
ticket?
yes, but that's not the right answer, is it? That's just paying to be a criminal.
Sounds good to me, that. That sounds good to all of you.
Oh, I have another executive order. And I've thought a lot about this one too, because I wanted to start a charity.
Go on.
This is my idea. For women who may be hard on their luck, they need to get a job or they want to whatever.
The theme here.
I think
Free money for women forever.
Jesus Christ.
I think things like Botox and cosmetic stuff should either not be taxed or you should get, if you can't afford it, it should be subsidized a little bit.
Why?
It used to be in the NHS.
Botox on the NHS.
It used to be.
Yeah.
In the UK, you used to be able to get cosmetic surgery on the NHS.
What, so my nan
That
can't
was if
get a
it was,
hip
like,
replacement for 3
reconstructive, right?
years,
Yeah.
but someone
No.
can get the tits
Oh,
done?
really?
No,
Bollocks.
you could go to the hospital and go, I've got big boobs.
Oh, that's a breast reduction though. I don't
no,
think
no,
you
you could also go, I've got small ones. This is,
Really?
and you go, it's hurting me, it's making me sad, and you would get it paid. Not anymore.
Even as a man,
So you don't agree, you what?
men could do it as well.
Yeah, I think that's fine too. I'm just speaking from the perspective of a woman, but I think things like that, it can really change someone's life. It can really change someone's life if they, have a nose they hate and they don't go out in public or they don't. Like, I think in society, we focus so much on making you feel like you need to love yourself. And there's a way to love yourself, but also want to fix something that will help you love yourself more. Do you know what I mean?
Via the NHS. Via the already near crippled NHS. Some munter from down the lane.
Did you miss the part
love,
where I
think my
said, did I
stomach's got
stutter?
internal
Did you
bleeding.
miss
Get
the-
out the way. I'm doing it. Tits.
Did
Come
you
here.
miss the part where I said I wanted to start a charity? I wanted this to be a charity project to
Sorry.
have this for these people.
Okay.
I want to find people and say, listen,
Tits for mingers.
you seem like you could be a little more attractive. I
Okay,
got you.
we need
Oh,
to
so
brand
it's like
this,
a
Michelle.
slush fund for ugly people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, mate. I'll host that fucking fundraiser.
Before or after one.
These are all the tits we did last year. Get them out.
slush for a better mush. Come on. Can we get the branding sorted for this?
You'd have to be really rich and go, right, I want that society to be beautiful. Here's £1 billion. Fix everyone.
Not even fix everyone, but just like, maybe you've had a baby and like something you want a tummy tuck or you have a stretch mark that annoys you, something, just to help people feel good about themselves. Because I think when people feel good about themselves, they are more productive members of society and that benefits us all economically.
Can we get dick enlargement on your charity? Oh,
No.
this is a fucking agenda.
Who
around
gets hurt by dick enlargement? Nobody. It's all good.
Nobody
isn't it?
gets dick enlargements.
Yeah,
That's
but
not
if
a
you
thing.
could, you can get Botox in your bollocks.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It makes
Whole
them
talks.
smoother.
You
Yeah.
can get whole talks. That's
What?
what guys get before they get pegged. It's called whole talks. So it relaxes your butthole so you don't feel like the penis go in it.
What?
That's not the point.
It's a really big thing
Oh,
in the
I've
gay
never been
community
pegged.
called
I've only
whole
been
talks.
fingered, and that just went in.
Would you be surprised if you met a man who had really smooth balls?
It'd be too much. It'd be weird.
Adam got fingered in the ass.
It's our job, this. It's our job.
As opposed to work, Al.
Can't argue with you.
Should we do one from the listeners?
Yeah.
Faye says,
Come back, Dan. Faye's Dan's ex, who he can't get over.
Executive. I mean, truly, if Laura's watching, I can, I know, but it's funny. The audio listeners, sad wink.
That'd be a good special, by the way.
Finding
Just
fair.
Dan and Faye having a chat for 2 hours. Where did it all go wrong?
When I dumped her.
On the beach.
When, this has got just touched into too real then, didn't it? Yeah. Beautiful Face says, executive order, hi lids. I'm very passionate about this. TV shows and adverts should have a set volume. I shouldn't be cracking up the volume to watch the show and then all of a sudden, Volvo for life is being screamed at me. Drives me mad having to fumble for the remote before I go deaf.
Do you know why they do that though?
Because you're not concentrating.
No, it's because most people, when the adverts come on, go to the kitchen and they want it to be able to shout you to the kitchen.
Oh, clever.
Smart.
So you're having a cup of tea going, fuck, I do want a Volvo.
Have you ever watched The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Everyone's talking really normally, and then Batman blows an entire city up. And you've got to turn it up to hear the voices, and then your telly falls off the wall. Because
Because Michael Caine's doing his little quiet voice, like, I don't think you should be trying to kill the Joker. And it's like, wow!
that's what, it's insane.
Al Pacino rocks up.
Oh!
What are you doing in this film?
Amazing advice for Batman, that, isn't it? I think he's misjudged. Have a cup of tea with him.
No, but that's basically what Alfred's message is in The Dark Knight. Maybe this is a man you don't understand.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, you can't beat him. He's just a fucking lunatic.
I came here for a fucking sofa.
Lunatic.
He's just gonna set everything on fire.
I haven't seen a Batman since Val Kilmer.
R.I.P.
Is he dead?
Batman's dead.
Yes, recently.
I don't look at celebrity
Heat,
news.
Tombstone. I'm not asked about his Batman.
don't
I
need
love,
both of them.
I love Val.
Top Gun.
Yeah, he was good in Top Gun.
That's not Batman to me.
That'd be a good hipster name if you had a kid, Val. Like Val.
Valerie.
No.
Valentine.
For a boy.
Yeah,
Val.
no, I know a man called Valentine.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seneca's uncle.
Uncle Val.
But he gets called Val,
cool.
yeah.
Sounds cool.
I've got a mate called Vaz, and every time I put comp tickets on a comedy show for him, I put them under the name Valerie Bitch Tits.
Oh, yeah.
He has to say it every time. But I spell it Bishdits. So he has to say Valerie Bitch Tits.
Is that the Vaz I know?
Yeah.
There's only one.
I was
no,
thinking of
the
the
other
other Vaz. Yeah.
Ricardo Vaz Tay.
Uncle Vaz. One more. Nathan Bryan says, executive order, all cakes must be short enough to bite. I'm tired of having full bites of dry cake and no icing because the cake is too big, or getting cupcake frosting on your nose when you try to bite the whole thing. Double layered cakes are the real problem when they're too big. Biting into a Victoria sponge to just get cake and jam but no cream. And that's from Nathan Bryan, who really gives a fuck about cakes.
I've never, ever hoped I never meet a listener more than that man.
What angle is he biting this cake from? The bottom.
He's saying he can't get his, like, you know, a double layered cake's like that.
He can't get his whole mouth around it. Is
He
that what
can't get
you're
his whole
saying?
mouth around it, so he doesn't. But like, you have a nibble at the bottom and then you do the top.
Yeah.
No,
Just
also,
go from the side.
if you get a slice of cake, very few people just grab the whole thing and jam it in. See it with a fork, Nathan, you fucking lunatic.
Well, now I don't feel so stupid for saying we should get free Botox. So thank you, listener.
Nathan.
Thank you,
Well done,
Nathan.
Nathan.
Fucking bored of this.
You made a good argument for the confidence thing. Oh, I'm confident now.
I
can
agree
It's
with
mental
that.
health. It's
I
mental
agree.
health. Like when you go see a therapist and you're like, I hate my body, they're like, let's make you love it. Well, maybe some people shouldn't love their body and they should change it.
It's been a very progressive episode.
What did you do to change yours? Because you said you weren't happy with your body in your
I
20s.
had a tummy tuck, boobs, boob lift, and liposuction.
You got new boobs, then lifted them.
I got them lifted and new at the same time. Like lifted and new boobs. Fun fact, I'm in a class action lawsuit with that doctor. That's been going on for 6 years.
Oh, so is his wife?
Really?
Yeah. Are you waiting for a boob payout?
Well, I don't know what the payout's going to be. It's just been this long 6 years. He
Is
had
it in-
hidden,
is
hidden
it-
cameras.
What?
Yeah.
It's what?
Hidden cameras all through the practice that were recording us like audio and video.
Oh, this is a different class action
Yeah.
lawsuit.
Shit.
I know that's
It's
fucking
in Toronto.
horrible.
No, it's been he's fighting it. So it's been going on for like 6 years, this class action lawsuit. So
That's one of those crimes that's horrible, disgusting, breach of privacy, and I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, it's bad. But, like, you can see why he's done it.
Because he wants to look at boobies.
no, his claim to fame, and you were never allowed to do this in the UK, and you can't do it in North America anymore. He got really famous because he would live stream his cosmetic surgeries to social media. He was the first doctor in North America who did that. So he got a really big following and became like the celebrity guy. Now, you could have the surgery and say, don't film me. But the lawsuit started because some women ended up having photos of their bare tits on his like Snapchat or whatever when they didn't give permission. Now that like photos of me didn't get posted or anything, which hurts a bit. But when they went in to investigate that, they discovered that he had cameras everywhere. like hidden. And his thing was my staff was stealing and I was trying to catch them. They're like, but you can't do that in a medical setting. You can't record audio, first of all. You can't have like cameras in the ceiling in exam rooms and stuff. So then it became this
Has
big...
he been disbarred?
No, he's still fighting it.
Cool.
So the hope and the dream is that he'll just settle. Because a lot of these cases, when they do go the full distance, the doctor's just settling because they have insurance, right?
Yeah.
For this stuff. So that's the hope and the dream. But yeah, it's been going on for a really long
That's not
time.
malpractice, though, is it? That's surely a crime.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think
know.
that's you can settle through insurance. and
It's
breaking-
essentially,
Maybe.
it'll come under like revenge porn laws
I don't
probably.
think his insurance will cover that.
Yeah.
I think he'd be
The
finished.
streaming channel though, you don't want to get that on the wrong day, do you? You think you're tuning in for the tit job and someone's getting a new arsehole?
Bend it into that.
Yeah, but like, what if it's like a big fucking... What if it's Alex Ferguson getting a new arsehole once I'm finished with him?
But I felt bad because some of these women
What
were
it
like so impacted. They were writing these statements like, I don't trust medical professionals anymore. I can't be. And I'm like, are we getting money? Like what? I could get my tits bigger. Like I don't process things properly. But yeah, that's been going on for a long time.
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for coming in today. We can find you at michelleisfunny.com.
Yeah. Oh, I have a gift for you.
Oh, what have you got?
A little gift. So this is part of my tour, which is on tour.
Oh, watch the
There's a cactus there.
cacti.
So I'll be really quick, don't worry. So when I was poor, I decided that I was going to sell my panties online and make a lot of money.
Oh, go ahead.
And I was really excited about it. So I bought I bought a lot of panties, and then I didn't sell one single pair. So I had like hundreds and hundreds of panties. So I made them into little mementos that everyone at my shows
Finn said that he won.
can remember me by.
That's what I said.
So I brought some for you guys.
Are they? They're not worn.
No, I can go to the bathroom if you guys want them worn.
You're like Tom Jones.
There you go. Oh, I'm such a... One more. Terrible.
That would be really funny.
Don't have that look of disgust on your
What does it
face
say
when you
on
touch
them?
my
I'm
panties.
just
They're
wondering whether
tiny.
you've ever like
But
had a
thanks for
one night
coming.
stand and then put these on afterwards. And it says, thanks for coming. And then your Instagram below it.
The best was I gave them away at Fringe, everyone that came to the show. And then some people would come to the show and they'd be like, I saw your panties on the street at 3 a.m. So I Googled it and I found your show. So I'm like, okay.
Why didn't you spell it with a U?
Trying to be a little, I don't want to...
That is great marketing.
Thank you. They've been pretty popular.
Yeah, I'm going to do it for my tour.
I like to see Jamie's tour.
Oh God.
God. It's been a great episode. Thank you to Sugar Baby Shelley
Coffee
Shaughnessy.
table.
Really nice.
Sugar Baby Shelley Shaughnessy, by the way.
That's a
needs
good one.
To be
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Really glad
We've
we
got a
ended it.
tune this week. This is from a new band called K Estate. I reckon you'd like this one, Dan. It's a bit of like indie dance.
All right, nice.
It's called Are You Feeling Alive?
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Adam's got some shows on.
AdamRowe.co.uk. Just added loads. Full list on my Instagram and on my website.
Oh, yeah, Sunday the 21st of June, me and Carl Donnelly doing an extended set each at Teddy's, 7 p.m. Tickets are a tenner. The link is in the description.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia.